All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. I hope y'all are doing well today. Ooh, I'm awake, man. What's up, Eric, DS, Mido, Daddy, Elevate, Mac, Billy? What's up, team? All right, today we got jobless claims data and non-farm productivity. Oh, it's all right, man. They still hurt, but like I said, I'm getting off the prednisone eye drop, so that might be why they're hurting. Hey, nice, Elevate. Yeah, my eyes all right, man. They're doing a little bit better, bro. Still struggling, but you know. All right, let me get some music going. Yeah, all good, Elevate. What's up, Action? Yeah, Apple earnings today, man. Meta ripped up. The whole market's ripping up, man. We're almost to 413s right now. I tried to tell everybody, man, like the bears will come in here and just always tell everybody that the market's about to crash. And the problem with that thinking is that it doesn't always crash. It's very difficult to predict crashes. And the market's already extended on the downside over the last year. Hey, what's up, Han? But yeah, there's Apple at 146. My Snapchat trade's up really nice, man. We are up like We are up like 63 cents a share on Snapchat. So on a percentage basis. All right. Yeah, we are up 6.3% of Snapchat trade. So I mean, we'll take it. Might be my mic. Let me make sure it's working. There we go. That should be a little bit better. It should sound a lot better now that it's closer. Hey, what's up, Beach? All right, team. All right. So market is ripping up to 413s today. We'll see if it keeps ripping up, man. I mean, market looked strong yesterday. I tried to tell everybody, nobody listened about how the market didn't have to crash. You know, Michael Burry was telling everybody. So again, maybe we correct today, and that's possible. You know, I think we're definitely extended on the upside at this point in time. But you know, yeah, big day, man, big day. Should be fun. Tesla having another good morning. Yeah, let's put a few different charts up here. We got the SPY on the left. You can see Tesla on the right side here. And it's moving up, man. It's almost up to 190s. So, yeah, we'll see if it keeps it up. Let's get some music playing. Hold on. There we go. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Music's good. Good. All right, but yeah, so SPY up, Apple up. We have Amazon and Apple earnings today. We're going to be streaming Apple earnings later. We're going to be covering Amazon, Apple, Google earnings that dropped this evening. Like yesterday was a long day, bro. I streamed literally all day yesterday. And honestly, we're getting tired. We got tired by the end of the day yesterday, man. But that's all right. Yeah, we need less than 250 subs today to break 99K. So we'll definitely break 99,000 today. It's going to be close whether we hit 100K this week, but it'll be very close. And if we don't hit it this week, we'll definitely hit it next week. Because, you know, next week we got some big earnings. We don't really have any big earnings today. We've got Merck and ConocoPhillips this morning. So nothing really big this morning. We've got Apple, Amazon, Google, Ford, QCOM, Starbucks, US Steel, Skechers, Gilead, MicroStrategy, Boyd Gaming, Deckers, Bill.com, Clorox, Leslie's, Columbia Sportswear, Microchip Tech, GoPro, Dolby, Hanes, and just a lot more. WWE. A lot of earnings dropped this evening. And then tomorrow we've got unemployment and non-farm payroll data. And then Monday, nothing big in the morning. Pinterest in the evening, Blizzard in the evening, Spirit in the evening, Chegg in the evening. And then Tuesday, BP, Hertz. Nothing really big Tuesday either, though. See about Wednesday. Wednesday, we got Uber, CBF, Wednesday's Dominion. Okay, so Wednesday, we got Disney, Affirm, Robinhood, Digital Turbine. So we'll cover Disney Wednesday. Thursday, we got Pepsi in the morning. Nothing else really big. PayPal, Lyft. Next week's kind of a slow week for earnings, to be honest. Friday, nothing. So let's keep looking at earnings here. So Monday the 13th. So number one, we've got CPI on the 14th. So CPI days on the 14th. We got Palantir earnings in the evening on the on Monday, and then on the 14th we got Coca-Cola in the morning, Airbnb. But where's all the big earnings, bro? I'm bummed out. They're doing all the earnings the same day here, but maybe we'll break 100K. We'll get close. Roblox is Wednesday the 15th. Yeah, at least I know, like, for sure we're gonna hit 100K before the 14th. Yeah, Ford is super low PE. At least it has been. It's 1:20 a.m. for me in Maui. Hey, what's up, Elevate? Good morning, man. Bitcoin near 24K. Hey, good, man. Yeah, I just want to hit 100K. Let me see what kind of... So again, we got jobless claims today. This will be pretty big. I'm hoping we'll hit 99K before... I'm hoping we'll hit 99K today during this stream, which is possible. Tomorrow we got unemployment, non-farm data, ISM services data later on. And then next week, next Tuesday, we've got something. What is that? Let me see. So let me look this up. Next Tuesday, we got something. So next Tuesday, I'll just look up all of next week here. Maybe we don't have anything Tuesday. I thought we did. Okay, we got the trade balance Tuesday. We got trade balance. Wednesday is pretty slow. So not really any echo data next week. Next week's pretty slow, but we got CPI coming out. Wholesale inventories on Wednesday. Hey, all good, man. All right, yeah, so we are in Snapchat. Snapchat's looking good, man. I'll probably take a little bit off of Snapchat at this point in time. I've already made money on it. I'd take my little 20 shares off of this thing. So once 8 o'clock hits, I'll take that 20 shares off and we'll be good to go. But we got CPI on the 14th. That's a big day, man. That's going to make markets move for sure. Well, AMC still squeeze. I'm in AMC right now. Maybe. Bed Bath & Beyond is up. And I'm actually green on my Bed Bath & Beyond trade, surprising enough here. I don't know how, but I am. MSGM we're losing on. HKD we're losing on still, but that's all right. HKD just didn't ever do anything. MGSM or MSGM just didn't hold it all. A lot of people are stuck in this, so maybe it runs back. Hey, what's up, Mini? How many AMC shares you got? Not much. I've got like 15 shares of AMC. But it's green today. Hey, I'll take it. I'm in Snapchat too. I'm in shares. At Bed Bath going crazy. Good. I'm holding it. I'm green on it somehow. In Bed Bath too. Yeah, Apple coming out with earnings today. That'll be big. Again, I'm not going to pressure y'all to subscribe, but listen, help me hit 100K here, man. We're getting close. All right, AMC up to 593s. Yeah, we got some good turnout for the stream yesterday, though, man. We're gonna dump on Apple earnings. Bought some BKKT, another amazing business. Hey, good luck to you. Try to make it 100, bro. What about you? What do you think? Yeah, yeah. HKD is just eh. AMC breaking highs again, almost up to $6 a share. That's good. Again, we're holding a little bitty position in AMC. We're pretty red in our position. Our average on AMC is $8 a share. So we got a lot of room on the upside for AMC. Yeah, non-farm payrolls and unemployment are tomorrow, man. What is NASQ, Marcus? What is that, brother? I don't know what that is, man. I thought you misspelled NASDAQ, but looks like not. What is this? Oh, this is probably a futures contract, I'm guessing, right? It's natural gas or something. What is this? Anyways, up to almost 6. All right, guys. How your Snap doing this morning? My Snap's doing good, bro. Like I said, I'm up like 6% plus in Snapchat right now. Bed Bath and Beyond, I'm green on it today too. Snap, yeah, Snap, I'm up like 6.5%, almost 7% on Snapchat in just a few days. And again, the point remains true. You know, like everybody makes fun of me. I've been made fun of 2 times since I've made this trade, and both times it's worked very well. You know, both times it's worked well. So I mean, I'm gonna post about this on Twitter now. Y'all are never gonna hear the end of it. You know. All right. Not too bad, guys. Yeah, so 3 times I've done this, guys. I don't know if you guys know this, but like 3 times. All right, guys. So again, Snap, but we'll take a little bit of profit on Snap when it goes up. All right, guys. So see if we can continue to get some good moves here. But yeah, Snap up, like I said, almost 7% over the last 36 hours. Every time I do this, I get made fun of. Every time I buy Snapchat, you got some people like, bro, what are you thinking, man? You know, like, bro, that's why y'all aren't profitable, man. Let me just be real. Like, yeah, in the end, you can't hate a company. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't care about any company's long-term health or success. I genuinely don't care about any of that stuff. Like, I'm looking for objectively valuable, objectively cheap spots that I can buy it up and just sit on it for a few days and then make money back on an emotional bounce back up. I look for big emotional moves on the downside. You know, all right, guys. So yeah, not too shabby here. I will take it. On Snapchat. If you look at Snapchat, I do this every time, man. I buy again the same strategy I've been talking about. Snapchat's a little bit different because it's a little bit. It's not really a low PE blue chip like I generally like to do this on, right? But it's still one that I do it enough, you know. All right, guys. So yeah, Snapchat up to 1060s here, or Snap 1060s. But yeah, basically, so I start buying these, man. I basically just buy these and plan on holding them very quickly. Like, I don't need to hold this forever, to be honest here. I just don't. I don't need to hold it forever. And we went ahead and tweeted this if you guys want to see my logic for some of these trades. But yeah, man, I just look for objectively cheap spots. The reason I bought Snapchat here is because, everybody was hating on Snapchat's earnings report, and I get it. Snapchat's got hundreds of millions of daily active users, right? They've been working on monetizing themselves because their user base is strong. They've got a very strong user base, hundreds of millions of daily active users, but they're struggling to monetize their platform. Recently, Snapchat Plus, they announced during this latest earnings call that Snapchat Plus started to make some money. They had their first positive EPS in like 4 or 5 years. And so I thought it was pretty positive. So when we dropped freaking 15% from that, I'm sitting there like, hey, look, I'm just going to buy this up and see if we bounce back. And sure enough, within a couple days, we are back up almost 7% in about 36 hours. And again, each time I did this, I got made fun of. Every time I did this, I got made fun of. Every freaking time, And so it really does show you got to go your own way, man. You can't listen to people in trading, at least not like about individual stock, like, buys and sells. You just can't listen to people because, to be honest, there's too much bias that floats around, in my opinion. Yeah, let's do some poll numbers here. We haven't done polls yet. Let's do some polls. Haven't done a poll number yet. The poll numbers here. We haven't done polls yet. Let's do some. Bear with me. Get our poll going live here. I'm not really anything. I guess I would generally be more bullish, but I dislike certain stocks, mostly mid caps. Bullish or bearish on today's jobless claims release? Bull or bear? Vote on the poll. Drops at 8:30. There's the link. Yeah, Meta flew up, man. I was surprised Meta went up, but it did. It dragged the rest of the market up with it too. Meta gas, Meta was flying. Are you? Yeah. And Meta's Snapchat's up great here. AMC's flying up today. I'm up on that. I am holding Bed Bath & Beyond, which I am green on in Bed Bath & Beyond. I am green on BBBY here. I think I'm just going to sit in it, though. I don't have any really real reason to not sit in this one. Chugging coffee, got a pulse with the show. Thanks for the early stream, man. Thank you, TF. What's up, man? Yeah, that's probably right. I'm more bullish long term. I think the biggest edge you have is long term strength in markets, at least blue chips. Mid caps are a different story. Small caps are definitely a different story. But in general, I tend to prefer to. I tend to prefer to. I tend to prefer to make money on the long side in blue chips because I just think that's the biggest edge that you get. And I think if you're patient enough and you pick the stocks that you're, that you buy well enough, then you can make money. Is what a bull. All right, guys, market is moving up a little bit today, so up to almost 413s. We have that previous high right there at like 413.60s from yesterday. Right before the close, we hit 413.60s. But yeah, man. Again, look at Bed Bath and Beyond right now, bro. Part of me wants to take a little bit off here, but number one, I can't until 8, so that's not going to happen yet. Snapchat almost up to $4 a share here. Huge pop. Surprising, to be honest. SPY finally dipping back down. We did make some money in futures yesterday, so we did end very green. Bed Bath and Beyond testing 4s right now. So BBBY testing $4. But yeah, if you look at our actual trades yesterday, I told you guys I was pretty bummed because I accidentally yesterday, if you look at this, I accidentally made a bunch of money on my paper account yesterday. I was pretty bummed. I made like $800 or $900 on paper accidentally, thinking it was my real account, and it wasn't. So yeah, I was pretty bummed, you know. But we did end up making more money. Bed Bath & Beyond just ripped here, team. So Bed Bath & Beyond ripping up here. We did make money yesterday. To put it in perspective, we made about $550 yesterday. So I will take it for sure. I mean, I'm happy with it. Do I wish I made more? Yes. Do I wish I would have made that 900? Sure. But, you know, we still made some good enough money to be content with the day for sure. All right, guys. So Bed Bath & Beyond ripped all the way up to 410s. If we look at BBBY here, look at this. All the way up to 410s. Pulling back a little bit now. Catch you back up in the chat. Yeah, I'm trying to chug coffee, man. I'm just having my eyes feel better, bro. All right, Bed Bath & Beyond ripped up. Apple finally dipping down here, but we do have AMC ripping up today as well. AMC currently at like 590. I'm waiting for the bell to ring so I can take some profit in Bed Bath here, most likely. Yeah, that comes in bullish. What's up, Johnny? Martin? All right, guys. Still waiting for the bell to ring so we can actually play. But they're still waiting for the 2 o'clock. Still waiting for the 2 o'clock. I'm sorry, still waiting for the 7 o'clock time frame to hit so I can trade. Is what I meant to say. Sorry, a little distracted. But yeah, so yeah, we'll be close to 100K today. Very close. I hope we hit it. It'll be close, to be honest. Again, we'll see. Not gonna get my hopes up too much here, but we'll be close, I think. Hey, thank you, team. Appreciate everybody that hit the like button. Tesla might reach 200 by tomorrow. Yeah, Tesla's been pumping up too. We still got about 6 minutes before I can actually trade here. So about 6 minutes. Bed Bath & Beyond finally dipping down. SPY under the 200 EMA, and the SPY's just been ripping up so much. You know, it's just been a big rip for them, man. So I think if we have some extensions, probably on the downside today, I think it's more likely that the market falls down a little bit today, just because we're up so much yesterday, man. The market's up so much yesterday. It's hard to, you know, it's hard to just continue ripping up day after day. And so I think we might get a little pullback today. I think that's what I'm expecting here. And if I take some positions, that's what they're going to be based off of, is that sentiment. Still need a little bit of time before we can cover our Snapchat position. Yeah, Bank of England rate hike comes out pretty soon here. We'll see what they show up as. All right, guys. So market is moving up over the last couple of days, but a little bit slow today. Again, pulling back some. We're at 412.40s right now. 412.40s. All right, so again, Bed Bath Beyond dipping down a little bit. Again, we can finally trade Snapchat in about 2 minutes, and we're going to cover, a chunk of it. We're still up 6.5% basically on this trade. So we are up about 6.5% on that trade. And yeah, we'll see if we can take some profit at the opening bell. SPY started bounce back to 412.50 here. 412.50. Bed Bath & Beyond with a big dip. But again, that is relatively insignificant as a trade for me. Like, I'd like that to work, but it's like I don't need to take profit there. If Bed Bath & Beyond ends up doing a bigger push up, then that's great, and we can make money on that side. And if not, it's not the end of the world. You know, we're down, like we're missing out. We're still very green on Bed Bath & Beyond. If you look at my P&L here, you know, we're up like a little bit. And so it's just not super meaningful as a trade to me. But, you know, we'll see if it holds. All right, so there is 7 o'clock, so we can actually trade right now. We're gonna go ahead and take 20 shares off of Snapchat, just 20. We'll hold the rest of the 20 just in case. But I'm gonna lock in profit just to protect the trade. You know, we're up almost 7%. You know, it only makes sense to take profit, in my opinion. I mean, we can keep holding it, but again, it only really makes sense to take profit here. I think. Bed Bath & Beyond's a different story here. So we took that off of Snap. We ended up cutting that trade. Bed Bath & Beyond still dumped back down here. Still looking rough. Trying to think whether I should take some profit here on BBBY. Ooh, I don't know. It's not. I'm not really up that much on this one, to be honest. Not really up a ton, and all right, 350s for Bed Bath & Beyond. So it's starting to move up a little bit. Again, we're up small on the trade. I could take profit, but I just don't see a purpose in that, man. I think we might as well just ride this thing out. And see if it ends up squeezing up a lot bigger percentages. You know what I mean? Bank of England rate hike 50 basis points. Yeah, so as expected. Sorry, I missed that. My bad, guys. I'm a little bit late on that. Sorry, I'm looking up some I stuff here, so my bad, guys. I'm a little bit late on that. Again, last couple I've been a little bit late on. My apologies. Again, running into eye problems, to be honest, and so I'm kind of looking up some stuff on it because my eyes are still kind of like throbbing in pain right now. But yeah, 50 basis point rate hike as expected. They went up from 3.5 to 4%. The market is not really reacting much to this anyway. You know. But yeah, Bank of England rate hike, 50 basis points. Guidance drops the words forcefully. this number up here. All right, Bed Bath is up there, though, man. It's trying to move. SPY dipping down to 412.16s. I guess they didn't like that guidance number. Apple's still up there to 147s. Apple does drop earnings today, so Apple will be reporting their earnings report this morning. All right, guys. So Apple started to dip down. SPY started to pull back a little bit ahead of this. Lucid, Apple earnings. Apple earnings are this evening. So Apple earnings aren't until a little bit later. SPY dipping down, Apple dipping down some. Apple at 146.70s. Bed Bath & Beyond started to rip back up. We're at 360 level right now, 360. So we'll see if that holds. Today we have jobless claims data. We'll put that number up on screen. Jobless claims data drops in about an hour and a half. So we'll put the timer up on screen so you guys can see kind of what's going down here and when we're waiting for it stuff. But it drops in about 1 hour, and this is actually pretty accurate. So about 1 hour and 23 minutes, give or take. And so we'll put that up in the corner of the screen. But this is when the actual jobless claims numbers come out. Apple's after the close. I see some people talking about Lucid. We can put this up right here on the corner. Here is Lucid. How's Lucid doing? Lucid down. Again, we're in Snap. We rode Snap up about 7%, 6.5%, 7%. Bed Bath & Beyond has been ripping up today. AMC has been pushing up. It's almost a 6. Hey, what's up, Martin, Leo, Barius, Pawn, Matt, Shri, Ninja. Amazon popping up. Yeah, we can look at Amazon. Amazon, Google, Apple have earnings today. Amazon's almost at the 110s. Problem with Amazon is the PE ratio is just super high for this one. That's the real problem. All right, but yeah, SPY started to bounce back a little bit here. So is hey, what's up, Ninja? I bought Amazon 112 call for the week. Hey, bro, you should be up. You know, depends on when you bought it. Depends on what time decay looks like. Google earnings are today, yes. So Google earnings are coming out this evening. Google, Amazon, Apple, all dropping this evening. We will stream all of that live like we always do here, team. Yeah, but 50 basis point rate hike by the Fed of England. All right, Apple's starting to push back up some here. We got the dollar index from yesterday. We can close that down. But yeah, Apple's looking good. Bed Bath & Beyond reported that they missed their interest payment ahead of their bankruptcy. A sure sign of the stock going up. Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm not complaining. I'm holding a little baby amount of shares. We're slightly green in this one today. I will take the green trade. I will take 5 shares off of this right now too. I'm gonna take 5 shares off. We just cut 5 shares of Bed Bath & Beyond just because we can. But yeah, I'm not gonna argue about it. You know, I'm okay with it. It's also a Carvana short squeeze. I mean, we wrote it up a lot. We ended up taking profit eventually on CVNA, but it looks like we missed about another 50% there, which is okay. But we're up nicely on our trades today. You know, we're up on Snapchat, we're up on AMC, we're up on Bed Bath & Beyond. We're up on everything basically today. So it's been a nice morning to wake up to. Apple up to almost 147s. So Apple bouncing right at that 200 EMA. You can see the 200 EMA level there, and it's bouncing right off of that spot. All right, there we go. Tesla, what's Tesla doing? Yeah, there's Amazon. So Amazon looks strong despite having a super high PE ratio. Amazon still looks pretty strong. Tesla almost up to 190s, man. Kind of crazy. Hey, what's up, Ren? Thoughts on Carvana short squeeze, Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah, I took a little bit of profit on Bed Bath & Beyond. Don't hate me, you know. I always talk about when I took profit on GameStop. Everybody freaked out and hated me for it. And so just don't hate me, man. We took profit on Bed Bath because we needed to. Yeah, market doesn't make sense sometimes. Yeah, Jack's got the best list of all time. Does anyone think Apple and Amazon can have similar moves as the mega caps did yesterday in the near future? Yeah, they could. Depends on what earnings shows up as, man. Earnings depends on a lot. Earnings is going to dictate a lot of what happens here over the market in general over the next couple of days. Earnings and then unemployment Friday is big. So we got unemployment Friday. That's big. Earnings are going to be big too. Again, I know we're a little bit early. Okay, I know this. But we're going to put it in sub-only mode early because we're trying to push towards 100K, guys. So help me hit 100K. Subscribe if you haven't yet. We appreciate you guys for sure. Yeah, y'all saw Michael Burry deleted his Twitter again. You know, again, I try to tell people they're short-sighted. You know, if you guys saw what I posted yesterday, I hope I understand. Like, I'm not against bears, right? Bears think I'm just attacking them. I'm not, right? Like, really, they attack me more than anything. Like, when you, if bears hurl insults at me for taking positions, and then those positions give me over 6% in 36 hours, then you better believe you're never going to hear the end of it. And I mean, and that should be a reasonable expectation here. Snapchat, I've done this multiple times with Snap. Over and over again, I've done this. I tell people what I do it each time, and then Snapchat does exactly what I want it to each time. And so again, last time we bought the Snapchat dip at like high 7s, low 8s. This time we bought the Snapchat dip at $9.99 was our average here. So we bought it right here for Snapchat. We bought it right here. We bought that Snapchat dip right there. Really, it was in pre-market. It was right around here, actually. But yeah, we bought the dip, and sure enough, within a day or two, this thing has pumped back up a nice little 6.5% for me. And so we'll take it. Again, we'll take it again. People make fun of me each time I do this, and then it works, and then it's just kind of crickets. Snapchat is one of those companies. Again, it's got a ton of daily active users. It's working on monetization is what it's really working on. Like, Snap is trying to be monetized. And so, they're working on monetization, So Snapchat's working on monetization. Snapchat Plus made I think over 2 million. It was their first positive EPS in 4 or 5 years. All optimistic signs. I think that justifies a quick little dip buy. And so I'm going to say it once and I'm going to say it again. Never make fun of somebody for their trades, because you might be wildly wrong and they'll just troll you for the end of time. Hey, thank you, Ed, my guy. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, did you see an article yesterday talking about 11 million in new jobless openings? No, I didn't. But I mean, I think we're still in an inflation and fearing market where higher jobless claims is going to be interpreted as better for the market. Lower jobless claims is going to be interpreted as worse. So I think if we post higher than expected jobless claims, the market will go up, but maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But if you haven't already, hit that sub button, guys. If you haven't yet, hit the notification bell. We appreciate you all, team. Are you into high risk short squeeze plays? No, not really. I'm not into high risk anything, to be honest. I'm prefer to just take really safe short term swing trades after big emotional pullbacks. That's what I usually do. Just look for big extension on the downside short term and earnings. Sometimes it's bad news catalysts. Whatever it is, right? I just look for big extension on the downside, and I just try to kind of ride that back. Yeah, just to put this into perspective, we made money on Carvana, Bed Bath & Beyond. We made money on Snapchat's bounce back. Those are our swing trades here. So we made money on Carvana. We sold Carvana at like 10 or 11 a few days ago. We missed out on another big percentage gain, but like, it's all good. We made money on Carvana. We made money on Bed Bath & Beyond. We made money on Snapchat. So I'm happy with that. Didn't make money on Meta. We didn't play Meta. But Meta's had a really low PE. I didn't realize the PE ratio of Meta was so small. So I was, to be honest, pretty shocked. No, I don't do the opposite. So I don't short on big gap ups like that. I just don't. I don't see a need in it. Again, there's enough big emotional dips for me to make money on without needing to super short those positions. You know what I mean? What PE ratio do I look for? Under 30 for sure. PE ratio is not the end all be all of metrics, but I usually look for under 30. That's what I look for. What's up, Chris? Oh, sheesh, dude. GNS is going crazy. Wow, look at GNS rip here, team. That is crazy. Wow. According to the Fed, the open jobs unemployment is moving in the right direction, but not enough. Yeah, for sure. All right, look at GNS rip here. I don't think GNS actually has a reason for it. Maybe it's a short squeeze. I know GNS had a lot of people talking about a potential short squeeze and stuff like that, but they announced $10 per share blockchain-based digital discount coupon. So you get an NFT coupon. That's making this run right now, an NFT coupon here, guys. It's kind of crazy. But hey, I'm not mad. It's up to 870s right now. I'm not holding this one, of course. Yeah, when you move up too quick, you fall. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's just kind of how it goes. I'm used to it, but man, look at GNS. I'll put a 1 minute chart up here to see the real action here, man. Look at this. Pulling back down. Let's watch like 775 right here. Might be a bounce spot. We'll see. Big upward movement in GNS here. Bed Bath and Beyond pulling back. Yeah, we cut a little bit off of Bed Bath and Beyond already, man. I took 5 shares off of it. If it ends up ripping up larger, great. You know, if not, it's not the end of the world. What a day last night. Yeah, last night was crazy. What's up, Mo? How you doing, bro? All right, guys. So GNS is at 805s here. We got Apple at 147. SPY dipping down under the 200 EMA. And you can see the 200 EMA is rejecting right there, man. So look at the 200 EMA right here. And then look at the rejection up there. All right, GNS at $8. Tesla catching its second wind here. Let's take a look. So GNS big with a huge pop today. Huge pop. Tesla up to 185s almost. but it's not a second wind. It's you know, I mean, it's only bouncing back a small, like 30 cents a share, which is a pretty small percentage. We also have Amazon earnings today. Yeah, my thinkorswim is working fine. Google earnings today as well. The problem with me right now, like I usually swing trade like cheap stuff. The problem with me right now is that I don't think anything's cheap. What's the lowest PE companies right now? I know Ford is, right? Like I know Ford's pretty cheap, low PE. Let me check the PE here. Do you have any biotech stocks? No, not really. So Amazon, Google, Apple earnings drop at 4 p.m. Yeah, I think I accidentally banned you yesterday, Veritas. Was that you? Who I accidentally banned yesterday? If it was, my bad. I ended up unbanning you and realizing that it wasn't you. Brother John, I made a nice, man. Hey, congrats, Mo. That's great, bro. Congrats, dude. Yeah, Bitcoin flying up today, bro. Flying up today. Yeah, Disney, man. I mean, I'm telling you, bro. Nobody listens to me, man. Everybody makes fun of me, but it's like, look, y'all know who told you guys Disney at 85, Google at 85, Amazon at 85. Or what was Amazon at? Amazon might not have been 85. Amazon was, yeah, maybe Amazon was 85. Ford, Ford. I was talking about Ford at like 11 or 12. I bought Carvana and wrote it up to 10s. Snapchat, I bought Snapchat a few days ago. Made a very, very quick, 6.5%, 7% on that trade. I'm not saying I'm the best trader ever in the world right now, but I'm definitely top 3. With that said, though, please don't copy me. I have no idea what I'm doing. Can I add to that, John? Yeah, go ahead. Top 3 bearded trading streamers ever. Yeah, for sure. Handsome, too, there. There you go. You better get it right, Derek. No, I'm just messing with you, man. It's all good. We'll see what happens moving forward, though. Yeah, please don't copy anyone on the internet. Okay, Neil, I'm gonna be real with you for a second, Neil. You're obviously not the Neil from Trader TV. Okay, if you are, my apologies, but you're obviously not. Okay, now, if you're not the Neil from Trader TV, why is your username Neil from Trader TV? The only way I would imagine that you would want to say that is if you're trying to pretend to be them to scam people. So you got some explaining to do, sir. Because if you go to your page, you don't have any other content, which I'm just gonna, pretty accurately assume that you're not actually Neil. You know. I don't even know who Neil is, to be honest, but I know that channel, So it's like I'm just gonna. Spy, pull it back to 412s. Let's see if it holds. Snapchat is up nice. Oh, I don't know. I don't actually watch it. Wisdom. No offense to them, you know. Yeah, so why would you pretend to be on another channel? More so than that, like, why would you come here acting like, you know, like, that's my real question. Like, you didn't see this coming. Now it's crickets here. Now it's silence all of a sudden here, right? Like, the only justifiable reason to name his name that is if he's scamming people and pretending to be somebody he's not, trying to get money, right? Is this a bot? Neo Trader TV live. We're talking to you, sir. If you don't respond to me, I'm gonna assume you're a bot and I'm gonna ban you. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just a bot. Yeah, and the reason I'm so critical on this, again, understand. Again, I'm so critical of this because we get so many bots in my chat trying to pretend to be other people, man. We get so many bots in chat. Yeah, so he's just gonna get good day, sir. Out here. Challenger job cuts out. Was that today? No, Challenger job cuts weren't today, right? Yeah, bro. The fake bot cuts, Challenger job cuts just came out. I didn't see it, man. Maybe I'm lacking, but none of the places I watched said the Challenger job cuts were today, which is, you know. I saw the Challenger job numbers yesterday. Oh, they were out today, man. Okay, y'all are right. Challenger job cuts did drop today at 7:30. So they came out about 2 minutes ago. We'll cover these real quick. Hold on. All right, so yeah, Challenger job cuts came in at just under 103. Last time they came in at 43.6 thousand for January. So they came in at 102.943 thousand here, 102.943 thousand. So here is the link. Yeah, the bots are ridiculous, bro. The bots will be like, it's so ridiculous. They'll be like, hey, and I could always tell because there's a full paragraph in writing talking about something completely irrelevant to what my stream was about, right? So they'll say, so they'll start having some weird, deep conversation, like, and it's obviously written by a writer. It's like, when you consider the massive gains in crypto over the last 3 years, one would only assume that buying securities can be a very profitable endeavor. With that, I love to use very profitable traders, you know, to find an edge in financial markets. My favorite financial trader is Billy. And Billy helped me turn 3 cents into $5,673.98 yesterday. Find Billy right here. That's basically what they do. Here's the Challenger job cut data. you know. All right, guys. Apple pumping up SPY up to 412.60s, 412.60s, Ford at 13.90s. And then within like freaking 20 seconds, you get another 30 comments being like, oh, yo, y'all know Billy? I just wandered into the stream, you know, and I saw you talking about Billy, and now I'm going to talk about Billy. Billy's the greatest, you know, kindly find him here. That's lit. I see it all the time. I get like running a YouTube channel, bro. I see that stuff all the time. I even start to learn their names. Like there was one named Deshaun that they were pushing really hard. It's all probably the same guy, you know. Yeah, Deshaun. Yeah, save Billy in the arms of the angels. Bring Sarah McLachlan out. Apple at almost 147.50 where the high of the day is. So Apple pushing up towards the high of the day. Ford is up there. Again, GNS, penny stock ripping here. But basically gave back, you know, half of the gains it made this morning. Jobless claims numbers. Jobless claims numbers come out at 8:30. I'll put this data up on screen so you can see it. It didn't really come in high. There were no expectational numbers for the Challenger job cuts. So they're up 440% relative to last time, but there were no expectations. And so high, you know, it's not really high. It's just more than last time. All right, Apple just broke that high we talked about at 147.50. Still moving up some. How is your time zone called? Mandy, I was always skeptical that you look like a generic, what's the best word? Catfish account. Hey bud, how you doing, man? Love you, buddy. Have a good day at school, buddy. Love you. Have a good day at school. Y'all be good today. What are y'all in here playing? Love y'all. Y'all be good. Is Apple expected to be? Apple numbers are expected to show up as hold on. Apple numbers are expected to show up as 193 EPS on 122.05 billion in sales revenue. Amazon coming in at 15-cent profit per share on 145.4 billion in sales revenue. Google is expected $1.14 EPS on 76.6 billion in sales revenue. Ford is expecting 60-cent EPS on 40.36 billion in sales revenue. QCOM is expecting 235 on 9.59 billion in sales revenue. Hey, good luck, Mandy. I hope AMC goes up, man. I genuinely hope it goes up. Apple expected first revenue decline since 2019. All right, so the Bank of England Governor Bailey says it's too soon to declare victory just yet. Inflation pressures are still there and need to be absolutely sure we are turning the corner on inflation. How do you feel about CTXR? To be honest, I don't even know anything about that company. CTXR. I mean, it looks pretty neutral in the year. It's not as bad as a lot of other penny stock charts that I see, but it still doesn't necessarily look good to me. I mean, I'm just again, I'm just not going to invest in most of these. Yeah, I'm talking about 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, market time. When I say a time, it's always market time. It's never going to be like Pacific time or anything like that. It's always just going to be market time, because that's what the market goes off of, is 8:30. Uh, so yeah. I mean, like I said, we're gonna say a time. It's gonna be always market time. So. Yeah, I'm in Central Time. So right now it is 6:40 Central Time for me. So it's 6:40 in the morning right now for me. Yeah, market time is Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, that's what we're going off of. 8:30 Eastern Standard Time is when the jobless claims data comes out. So yeah, 8:30 Eastern. Again, guys, I would never pressure you to sub, but we're less than 250 subs away from 99K. Today we'll definitely hit that. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there that we're going to hit 100K at least by tomorrow. By the end of the day tomorrow is what I'm pushing for. It'll be close. Tomorrow we have unemployment and we have non-farm data. That's very important. So unemployment streams, I don't know what I usually get in terms of numbers. Ooh. Okay, so we actually get pretty good numbers for our unemployment and non-farm streams. At least we did last time. You know, we generally get about, 10K plus views for that. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it. We're going to put that out there. We're going to do it. We're going to hit that. You're not in the Queens time zone, the proper time. Listen, my name is John London. My actual name is John London, JOHNLONDON. And so I should be using the Queens time, just to go back to my ancestral roots here. But I don't. I use Eastern time to put out news. And that should be okay. BB has always been a good test of whether AMC runs it better. Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, though, BB kind of AMC moves BB more so than BB moves AMC, in my opinion. The top hat, hey. Top hat. No, I got my champion hat on right now. I don't know, bro. I'm really specific about hats, man. It's like I'll buy a hat because I think I'll wear it, and then I'll just never wear it. And then I'll have like one hat that's like beat up with stains on it that I'll wear all the time. Y'all should have seen me when I was younger, man. When I was younger, I had like so much hair. My hair's naturally curly, so when I was younger, I had a, I'm trying to think of who I look like, but I can't think of anybody. Like I used to avoid getting a haircut so much, I would just wear a hat all the time and never take my hat off. Ugh. All right. Enron. Calls on Enron. All right, guys. Market's pretty choppy right now. CTXR, G and S still pumping up, though. They're still up big on the day. I'm not going to say they're pumping up because they basically fell back down. Sam Bankman-Fried. Nah, I didn't look like Sam Bankman-Fried, bro. Not that. My hair's not that curly. Actually, I did look like Sam Bankman-Fried, bro. I straight up did look like Sam Bankman-Fried. I didn't look. I mean, listen. Even with my hair that long, I was a better looking dude than Sam Bankman-Fried. In 2005. Okay. Except he still probably got better girls than me because he had billions. But still, it was basically, my hair does look like his when it gets long. I will say that my hair does look like his when it gets long. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, nowadays they got stuff that balding, I was if they go by, they say you get your balding genes from your mother's father, right? My mother's father was bald by like 25, you know, and so I'm not yet. I'm just happy to have hair at this point in time. I'm just glad to have hair. Uh, and if I really do start losing hair, I'm gonna propecia it up in a heartbeat. You know, nobody compared me to that Sam Bankman-Fried. I compared myself. Uh, but I was trying to think of a person to correlate my hair with when my hair is super long, and it is kind of like Sam Bankman-Fried's hair when it's long. It's curly, is what I'm trying to say. You can't really tell because it's short, but not getting hair plugs. I mean, I can't say anything. Listen, I like my hair. I think if I was losing my hair, I might. If I'm being completely real about it. All right, guys, we got less than an hour before the jobless claims report. Less than an hour before jobless claims come out. It's a big day. Again, I don't really have any predictions for jobless claims numbers. Expectation numbers for jobless claims are as follows here. So jobless claims are expected to show up. The main one we look at is the base one, which is initial claims. They're expected to show up at 200,000, right? So anything, and I think we're still in an inflation-fearing market where if we get a higher than expected jobless claims reading, the market's going to go up. I think there's going to be a positive correlation between jobless claims and the rest of the market, because I think anything that evokes more spending right now is going to be seen as a negative with inflationary fears still out there. And so with that, higher than expected jobless claims should cause positive responses in markets because it means less people working, which in turn means less people spending, which is better for inflation problems. That's the logic behind it. We also have non-farm productivity data coming out. They're expected to show up at 2.4% for non-farm productivity for the fourth quarter. And again, we'll see what happens. Continuing claims are expected to show up at 1.677 million. We also have the ECB rate hike decision. So the ECB rate hike decision comes out today as well. They're expected to show up at 3% from 2.5%. So ECB is expecting 50 basis point rate hike. And again, the BoE did it this morning. The Bank of England did 50 basis points. It didn't move markets much. And so we'll see if I'm not sure if the Euro ECB rate hike decision moves markets more than the Bank of England or what it is. But again, that's kind of the nuance of the market today. We'll see if we get anything good. Hopefully we do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if wearing a hat speeds up balding. It might. I've been wearing a hat a lot. I've worn a hat a lot in my life, and I'm again by what they say is the genes of balding, which is mother's father. Like my mom's dad was bald at 25. I wore a hat all my life. I got tons of hair, bro. My hair's too thick right now as it is to where it grows too fast, and I have to, I get a haircut at least once a month, but it's still not enough to, basically top 3 hairs in the world right now for sure. Jimmy says, I was balding at the age of 25 until I met broker Deshaun. He helped me grow 3,546 strands of hair. Kindly find me at this app. Yeah, hey. Shout out Deshaun. Majestic. SPY up to 412.60s. Apple at 147.30s here. We'll see if it holds. GNS is at almost 7. Yeah, only time will tell. I hope I keep my hair. I think I have my dad's hair. My dad's still got hair at 70. My dad's still got a full head of hair at 70. So I think I have my dad's hair, luckily. At least I hope I do. But it's the same texture. It's the same hairstyle, basically. My dad has the same hair as me. Hey, thank you. Hola. Yeah, I'm on the side right now, SJ. I mean, I'm taking some positions, but most they're not big. Like I'm in Snapchat. And that's I'm in Snapchat, AMC, and Bed Bath and Beyond right now. But these are positions I've been holding for a while now. You know, they don't really mean much. But I made money in Snapchat. I got in Snapchat about a day ago. Maybe it was less than, I said 36 hours. It might be less than that here. Let me see. So I bought Snapchat. I bought Snapchat on the 31st at like 4 or 5 p.m. On the 31st. So yeah, it was about 36 hours ago. Okay, yeah, that's about right. About 36 hours ago. Yeah, see, but the problem with my mom's side is that it's mostly women, you know? Like my mom's Cajun, and so I don't know if that plays a factor into it, but I never knew my grandfather. I call him Paw Paw. I never knew him. He passed away before I was, I think he passed away when I was like, less than a year old. So I never met him, but he was apparently bald. Aside from that, I haven't really met much. There's not really any other men. Like my mom never had any brothers, only sisters. My aunt, yeah, there's no other men, unless there's like some younger ones, but there's no older men in that side. Kindly give currency idea, bro. I don't know what currency's gonna do, man. Again, I'm pretty flat and everything. The market's a little bit too high for me to buy right now. I just don't. Again, maybe we continue going up, but the market's a little. Again, I'm waiting for Apple. This is what I'm waiting to do right now. If you guys want to know what I'm essentially waiting to do at this point, what I'm waiting to do is I'm waiting to see what happens during the earnings report this evening, or the earnings reports this evening. So this evening we have Google, Amazon, Apple earnings all dropping this evening. If we get a big brash reaction to the downside, I might buy that dip. But I'm going to wait for that. I'm not going to take anything down because any swing trade I buy now is going to be influenced by whatever happens tonight. So this evening, I should say, this afternoon, actually. We're going to stream it all live. Don't worry. But whatever I buy right now is going to be influenced by that. And so I don't think it makes much sense to buy this and just essentially gamble on positive earnings. Hope we get positive movement from the earnings reports today. I don't know if that's necessarily the right move. I think we are a little extended on the upside now. I think it might be due for a pullback, especially with these big earnings coming out. I'm pretty flat ahead of this. Now, again, if we get a big negative move today from earnings, maybe I buy that dip. Maybe SPY push it up as I'm saying this, almost up to 413. But yeah, we get a big negative move from these earnings. Maybe I buy that dip. But for now, I'm flat. I'm just not taking any big positions. We day traded yesterday. But hey, it happens, pawn, Hey, what's up, Sam? Who is that? A squeezing shorts, the extended shape is likely to be corrected at some point. Maybe. But the market looks good, man. I'm happy with it. Snapchat looked good too, man. Like I said, we're up about 6.5% on Snapchat. So. Again, if you guys saw the post on Twitter, I'm going to keep saying it. I bought Snapchat multiple times after big emotional drops, whether they're from earnings reports or whatever it is, right? I've bought Snapchat. Last time I bought it was at like high 7s, low 8s. This time I bought it at high 9s, like 9.99 is exactly where I got in. So I got in Snapchat at like 9.99. And again, every single time I've done this, I've gotten made fun of. People have insulted me. They said, "What are you thinking, bro? That's a dumb trade. Fools," or whatever they want to say, right? This time I'm up about 7%, about 6.5%. I got in right around here. No, I got in actually, it was before this. I got in right around here, actually. So I bought it right after the earnings report. And again, this time I'm up a little bit under 7%. 7% would be about right here. So I'm up just about 7% in about 36 hours. And again, I'm gonna say it a bunch of times, so just be ready. It's one of the reasons you got to kind of ignore anybody that makes fun of you for taking positions. Frankly, they don't know. And again, I think I said it yesterday. I think some people are turned into fanboys of specific stocks, but I also think you have some people that just for whatever reason they just hate specific stocks. Sometimes it's politic related. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes they just, for whatever reason, they just hate the company. And I think that makes I think that makes people narrow minded. I think there's a lot of discrepancies in price that you can capitalize on if you're smart about it, where you just get a big emotional moves to the downside that you can come along and scoop up cheap stocks and just hold for a few days. A lot of the time you'll make money. Again, I'm not recommending you guys buy anything. I have no idea what's going to happen. Not an investment professional, but I think that strategy works really well. And I think if you're willing to hold it even longer, I think you can have even higher accuracy with it. Like if you're willing to hold it as long as you need to hold it, if it's a blue chip healthy company. Snapchat, not really. I'm not going to hold Snapchat, for any extended period of time. But I think if you could have even more patience with it, it can be very profitable. And again, the biggest edge that you have, in some of these stocks is that long-term stocks generally go up. Do you give signals? No. I don't really want anybody to copy me. I told people I got in Snapchat. So I told people I bought Snapchat a few days ago. You can ask anybody that watched the stream. I think it was during the AMD stream, right? So during the AMD stream is when I bought it, and I'm pretty sure I told everybody when I bought it. And it was a small trade, but again, it kind of shows this strategy can work, and you just got to be patient for this stuff and wait for setups to show up. Why is SPY pumping up? I mean, I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason for it right now. We do have the ECB rate decision coming out in about 20 minutes. Again, subscribe if you haven't yet, guys. Hit the notification bell. We got the jobless claim numbers coming out today. No, so JF, those numbers don't come out until much later. You bought it after Snapchat missed expectations. Well, I bought it after Snapchat posted the first positive EPS in 4 or 5 years. After Snapchat Plus finally made money is when I bought it. And again, maybe let me see what Snapchat showed up as. Again, it doesn't matter what they did. Again, I buy it after earnings reports. Usually it's when they miss, because when they miss, you have big negative reactions to it. But people miss out the nuance of certain stocks, Snapchat included. So it's like, yeah, Snapchat missed, but they posted their first positive EPS in like 4 or 5 years. Snapchat Plus is finally making money. And if you know the story behind Snapchat has tons of daily active users. They're just working on monetization. Like, they've had monetization problems, so that's why I bought it. And again, I just look for emotion. I look for emotional moves. Again, new traders will come into the market and they'll see a stock gapping up and they'll say, "Hey, man, this must be really strong. It's gapping up. Let me buy it." And then it corrects, right? Experienced traders come along and they say, "Hey, that stock is up 10, 15%. That's too extended for me to buy it. Let me short it." Or, "Hey, that stock is down 10 or 15%. Snapchat dropped 15% on mixed results, first positive EPS in years and years. And Snapchat Plus made like 2 million plus, so there were some positive things about the earnings report. It was mixed results, and they dropped 15% from it. And so, yeah, I came along and I scooped up some shares and made 7% in, a day and a half. And again, maybe it comes back down. It's certainly possible it does. I'm not saying Snapchat's going to be long-term healthy, but again, experienced traders come along and they say, "Hey, that stock is down 15%. I'm going to buy that up." New traders might come along and say, "Hey, that stock is down 15%. Let's short it. It looks weak." And that's the biggest difference between like new traders and experienced traders, in my opinion, is that they're kind of opposites. New experienced traders understand extension really well, I think, because they've seen gaps fill a lot. They've seen gaps fill. They've seen stocks gap up big and then fill the gap at the open. They've seen stocks just get destroyed and then bounce back really quickly. And at least those are my favorite trades to take. I'm probably a little biased, I guess, but those are my favorite trades to take because, again, if you guys know, like, if anybody's been watching the stream regularly for months, y'all know when I buy stocks like this, I usually make money. I usually make money doing this. I mean, it is what it is, but I usually make money doing it, and hopefully it continues. And again, just to put it into perspective, like these are not plays that I'm coming along after the fact being like, yeah, look what I did. These are plays that I'm telling you guys, hey, I'm buying this right now. And I don't want you to copy me, but you can learn from how I do it, I think. And I am green on the year. I know I'm green on the year this year so far too on my trades. I don't think I'm green a ton. Oh, I'm up about $600 over the last month in my swings. If you guys want to see this, I'm going to show you just if you guys look at this, I am up about $600 year to date. So last month or so, I made about $600 swing trading. And again, you might look at that and be like, oh, that's nothing. You can make more than that, blah, 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 blah. Right? It doesn't matter. Right? I'm not looking to make 1,000% a year. That's not reasonable, or you know what I mean? Like reasonable gains. If you can make 30-40% a year, you're doing better than a large majority of other traders. So we're gonna try to keep it up, but first month so good. January, solid month for swings. Snapchat up more as I'm talking about it. Snapchat pushing up more, so hey, we'll take it. Right, it's all relative, but hey, thank you guys. All right, guys, jobless claims data comes out in about 30 minutes, guys, 30 minutes. Pierce got wrecked this week. Yeah, for sure they did. Yeah, I mean, high def, telling people to not trade stocks and only trade crypto. I mean, I understand, but I think that there's risks in crypto for sure. I think that dip buys in stocks are easier to predict. I think crypto behaves a lot like penny stocks sometimes, where it's like, okay, crypto behaves like penny stocks sometimes. Where, let me think of the easiest way to put this. Where, okay, I can buy blue chip companies, right? And I can bag hold those blue chip companies and eventually make money long term, usually, right? If I buy it at the right spots, I can sit on these blue chips, for a year or two, and I'm eventually going to make money. And so you can turn swing trades to investments with blue chip companies by buying them, and just kind of being patient, and as long as you've got money to, wait with, then you'll be fine most of the time, right? Penny stocks are completely different than that. Penny stocks are the opposite of that, man. Penny stocks, if the longer you hold them, the less likely you are to make money. Penny stocks eventually can get delisted and go to pink sheets, and that's actually more probable than them actually making you money long term. Investing in penny stocks is one of the biggest sucker bets you can ever make in any stock buys, or investing in penny stocks. You can make money with momentum in penny stocks. And I'm friends with like Relentless Trader. He's got some great stuff that he does with penny stocks with regards to like day trading. But the longer you sit on penny stocks, the less likely you are to make money. Crypto, I'm not going to say all crypto because I think Bitcoin's different. I think Bitcoin, I think ETH are different. But I think there's a lot of like up and coming crypto coins and tokens that they're like penny stocks, where it's like the longer you sit on them, the less likely you are to make money. Now, of course, I'm not talking about the main coins like ETH, Bitcoin, stuff like that. But I think over time, a lot of them have just kind of gone straight down, even with the latest pump up in Bitcoin. So it is what it is. But I'm skeptical of some of these altcoins. Uh, you know, which result would be better for the market? All right, guys. So there is the Bank of England bank rate decision. We did have the we do have the ECB rate decision coming out in about 10 minutes, guys. The ECB rate decision drops in about 10 minutes. SPY bounced it up here. But yeah, the UK Bank of England rate hike was 4 from 3.5%. All right, so the Bank of England Deputy Governor Broadbent says it's not clear that the next rate move might be in either direction. Risk to inflation or still to the upside. Not obvious that we know we're at the peak for rates. So that data just came out. But yeah, the ECB rate decision comes out in about 10 minutes. Let's not forget a lot of stocks start at penny, and the definition of penny stocks really are changing. Yeah, I mean, a lot of stocks do start at pennies, but most of them end at pennies too. Yeah, you're going to have stocks that went from pennies to large caps. Look at Snapchat, bro. Listen, I rest my case here with Snapchat. It is what it is. I'm going to take a little bit more off here. We're going to lock in some more and just hold on to the rest. But yeah, the problem with that, here's the reality of that, right? So like, yeah, sure, some stocks turn into blue chips, right? Some penny stocks turn into blue chips, but it is super unlikely. It is super unlikely. In fact, most blue chip companies start out as mid or blue chips, right? Like if you look at Facebook when it IPO'd, it was never a penny stock. There's a lot of these blue chips that were just never penny stocks because again, by the time they went public, they were already big enough to not need to be penny stocks. Most penny stocks will fail. Don't get it twisted. Most penny stocks fail, and the biggest sucker bet in the market is investing in them. Again, it's something that new traders who don't have that much money get stuck and talked into. But the reality of it is, again, most of them are going to fail. And a lot of blue chips start off as mid caps and blue chips. They don't start off as penny stocks. Tesla, maybe. A lot of people bring up Tesla as kind of the outlier there. And Tesla did start out as a penny stock. And so it is big risk, big reward. But again, generally what happens is people just lose money long term. Eventually they're going to get delisted, go to pink sheets. Eventually the pink sheets are going to fail after they've milked so much money from investors. And it is what it is. Yeah, we're going to cover the EU rate hike. We just talked about it. It drops in about 8 minutes right now, the ECB rate hike. We covered the Bank of England rate hike already. Ferrari has a stock, so it's race. The CEO says the order book is robust and covers all the 2023 and a good part of 24. But yeah, 7 minutes, guys. 7 minutes before the ECB decision. I think it's a little bit better chance than that XO, but the likelihood of somebody holding a penny stock, okay, I'll put it this way. The likelihood that a penny stock turns into a large blue chip is very low, right? It's very low. The likelihood that somebody is able to hold said penny stock all the way until it becomes a blue chip is even less than that, right? So again, I called them sucker bets for a reason. And I'm not trying to insult anybody. Again, a lot of people get talked into these stocks by big influencers, right? Like they got a bunch of YouTubers that are like, yeah, ABC is going to do 1,000x. Just watch, guys. ABC is going to do 1,000x. Just watch. And I get it, but most of the time they're not gonna. It's probably not gonna. The penny stock they're talking about is probably not gonna 1,000x. Again, I'm biased, right? We had CEI, terrible company, BBIG. terrible company. You know, SOS, terrible company. I've seen these stocks get manipulated for years and years and years. Um, Most of them fail. You know, HKD, MGAM, you know, or MGSM. What is it? MSGM is what it is. You know, I've seen them again. Most of the time, what happens is that these companies don't make money, and so since they don't make money, the CEOs are trying to get rich, right? Is really what happens. So the CEOs or whomever will pump up the stock. They'll pump up the stock. The stock will go up 2, 3, 400%. When that happens, you got a lot of people that are just like, yeah, greedy. You know, FOMO comes in, and a lot of new traders end up buying up those terrible companies, right? And then when they're at the top, the CEOs, when they're at the top, the company announces a secondary offering of some sort, right? So what a secondary offering is dilution. It's when they sell more shares and they wait until the price is 300-400% up so they can make the most money from dilution. And so then they announce the dilution, and then the stock crashes back down. And that leaves a lot of people, you know, a big percentage of traders there stuck. They're stuck in the position. And so what happens is that they bag hold it and they turn into long-term fanboys of the company who just manipulated them. Like the company that did this just basically tricked them into buying shares, and now they're stuck and they're down 50% on thousands of dollars. And so they just sit on it, desperately hoping it comes back. Sometimes big communities form around these stocks, and all the traders there are just sitting there patting each other in the back saying, yeah, this is the greatest company ever. And it's just kind of like, all right, well, you know, and that's genuinely what happens, man. I've seen it happen over and over again with a lot of different stocks. I'm not going to be specific because some of them have big communities now where all the traders are down like 80% and get really, really weird if you insult them. But that's what happens. Hey, nice, Rich. Mullen, probably not, AO. The likelihood that Mullen's going to succeed as a standalone automobile company is very, 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 very low. And I'll tell you why. All right. So Mullen doesn't have the consumer base it needs to really survive as a standalone automobile company. You know, it's 36 cents a share. It wants to be the next Tesla. Yeah, you got a bunch of people that are stuck, you know, because now Mullen's at 36 cents a share. And if you look at the yearly chart here, it's looking rough. So yeah, exactly what I just said. I don't think they did an offering, but Mullen, okay, picture that you didn't trade the stock market. Would you buy a Mullen? If you said yes, you are lying. Okay, they don't have the consumer base they need to succeed. I think now I'll say some positive things too. Mullen could get bought out. I hear their battery technology is really interesting. And so I think best case scenario is they get bought out by one of the big boys for their technology. But even that is not a for sure thing. And, you know, I don't know. But I don't think they have any chance of succeeding as a standalone automobile company. But again, maybe I'm biased. I'm biased against a lot of these. I see them all the time. So, anyways, we do have the ECB rate decision coming out in about 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes. ECB decision is pretty soon. It's about to happen right now. Less than 2 minutes, about a minute and 10 seconds or so until this number comes out. We'll see how this influences markets. What's the symbol EI? All right, guys, less than a minute. Are you talking about space? EI? SPCE? You know, I've been a big skeptic of space since they started out. This is another company that I've been very skeptical of. The reason I'm skeptical is because it's a space stock, and space is incredibly expensive, and it's got a lot of competition. The margins are not good, and it was overhyped. And, you know. All right, so here's the rate hike decision here, guys. Let's get ready. So again, we got the ECB rate decision. They're expecting 50 basis points. So they're expecting 3%. That's what they're expecting. So they're expecting 3%. We got about 10 seconds left. Let's get ready. All right, guys, here's the data. Let's find it. All right, so there it goes. 3%, on par with expectations. 50 basis points is what the rate hike was. So 50 basis points. The rate hike is 50 basis points. It came in at 3%. The deposit faculty rate or facility rate was 2.5%. But yeah, 50 basis points is what we showed up as at 3%. And again, I told you we cover this data fast. So, but yeah, 3% is what the data was. So. Tesla IPO was 17 a share. Not so sure if that qualifies as a penny stock. Yeah, it's arguable. Yeah, here's the ECB rate decision. Bank of England Governor Bailey says they expect pay demand to increase during 2023. All right, so yeah, we'll put this number up. But yeah, 50 basis points is what they showed up as expected. They say they intend to raise it another 50 in March. Market has basically neutral reaction to this. We pushed up a little bit, but all right, guys, spot pumping up at 413.20s here, 413.20s. All right, guys. So again, markets push it up a little bit. Apple move it up. Dixie falling back down ahead of this or after this data here. We do have the jobless claims numbers coming out in about 13 minutes, a little bit less than 13 minutes actually. So we do have jobless claims numbers. Keep denying. I'm not denying, man. Like I said, bro, I'm a big believer in Bitcoin and ETH, but I think there's a lot of sketchy altcoins that people get stuck in that where they act like penny stock pumpers, you know. And so I believe in Bitcoin. I believe in ETH. But I think you got a lot of obscure, sketchy altcoins that get pumped up and dumped, and then people who got dumped on with those altcoins then start turning into long-term bag holders and just kind of going from chat room to chat room, pumping up those coins. And most of the time they're terrible, and people just lose tons of money from them. And so I think I have an obligation to be honest with people about those, instead of just kind of pretending that they're super strong when they're not. You know, I get a lot of people reaching out to me, a lot of crypto coins reaching out to me, wanting to sponsor me. They want to pay me to promote some of these sketchy coins, and I never do, because again, they're sketchy. Yeah, CVMA squeezing up, man. I should have held a piece of it. Dollar index popped up pretty big though, so it looks like we're gonna get a reversal in stocks quickly here. Let's see. So unemployment going higher now is bearish? No, I don't think so. I think unemployment going lower would be bearish right now with how the market is. At least that's what I think. Again, I'm not 100%. Definitely top 3 most honest traders ever. Dollar index is ripped up though. Look at the Dixie pop up here. The 101.20s for the Dixie. SPY's kind of moving positive with this though. The SPY is kind of moving with the dollar index here. Look at this. All right, SPY testing highs of the day here. So weird. The Dixie and the SPY have a positive correlation right now. Weird. But yeah. All right, guys. Jobless claims numbers come out in a couple minutes. Less than 10 minutes now for jobless claims data. Less than 10. Can you recap this morning earnings? Honestly, I haven't even been following any of the earnings this morning, but I can cover them. Lilly came in at 209, beat EPS, missed on revenue. Merck beat on both metrics. ConocoPhillips missed on EPS, beat on revenue. Bristol Myers beat on both. Harley Davidson beat on both metrics. Estee Lauder beat on both. Shell PLC beat on EPS, missed on revenue. Honeywell beat on EPS, missed on revenue. Sirius beat on EPS, missed on revenue. Snap One beat on both. Canada Goose missed on EPS and was neutral with revenue. Penn Entertainment missed on both. Hershey's beat on both. Sony beat on EPS, missed on revenue. Ferrari beat on both EPS and sales revenue. Quest beat on both. Yeah, that's basically it. SPY just tapped over highs. Dixie's starting to fall back down some. That should be good. Yeah, all good. Can you recap Meta? Meta posted a miss on EPS, much better sales revenue, a $40 billion buyback, and positive guidance. And so Meta ended up flying up yesterday. So yeah, here's Meta. Meta ended up ripping up, dragged the whole market up with it. SPY still looking pretty strong. John Short Meta from last night at 180. Again, I'm going to preface this with I'm not an investment professional. I'm not liable if you lose. I have no idea what's going to happen. I have no idea what I'm talking about, and please don't copy me. But I think there could be an argument for some extension today, but I think it also depends on jobless claims. I think jobless claims, if they come in like really low, could slap Meta and the market back down, but it might not. Like, we don't know. And again, the response that we're going to get from jobless claims is not like a for sure thing. And so, I think we're a little extended on the upside currently, but, it doesn't mean anything, and we might just keep pumping up. And the market looks very strong right now. All right, so jobless claims data. Our jobless claims, 6 minutes. All right, guys. So yeah, we got jobless claims numbers dropping pretty soon here. We got about 800 people. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, help us continue this growth phase we've been in. It's been a beautiful month or two. It's been a beautiful 6 months of growth, really. And we're gonna make this poll last about 45 minutes. Again, vote on this poll here. We got this poll on Twitter saying bullish or bearish on jobless claims numbers. Looking at our YouTube poll, about 63% are bullish on the jobless claims data, 37% are bearish here. We got about 5 minutes left. Apple pumping up at almost up to 148 right now. SPY just broke the highs of the day, I think. Yeah, so SPY just tapped the high of the day so far here. So big move on the upside. Again, jobless claims data is coming out. Expectations. That data, jobless claims jobs in a couple minutes. Yeah. Bed Bath & Beyond ripping. Hey, nice, man. I'm still in it. Hopefully it keeps going on, man. I should have held Carvana though. That's the one big FOMO, but I'm not gonna catch everything. Like we got out at like $10 or $11, and we were already up almost 100% on that trade. We got in Carvana at like $5. So it is what it is. It ended up squeezing up to almost 20. And that's all right. So the unemployment data drops Friday as well as non-farm payrolls. Today we have jobless claims numbers coming out and the non-farm. I believe today we have non-farm productivity and non-farm payroll numbers. Or we got non-farm productivity, I'm sorry, and jobless claims numbers today. Car sale data comes out a little bit later, but we also have Google, Apple, Amazon earnings this evening. This afternoon, I should say. All right, guys, 3.5 minutes. All right, looking at the poll here, we got about 83% saying bear on jobless claims numbers. Positive news, yeah, we'll see. We got about 2.5 minutes left. AMC fly it up. Hey, you love to see it. Again, I'm in AMC right now. I'll take it. You know, all green is good today. The only trade I'm in that I'm losing on, I got one share of MSGM to play with. But yeah, let's put the Dixie up here. I think the dollar index is going to be super relevant here. So here's the dollar index. We got about 2 minutes left, team. Again, hit that subscribe button. We cover this data very quickly. Very quickly. We cover thousands of people tune into these big streams because we cover the data fast. We are going to be streaming Amazon, Apple, Google earnings today as well. And so hit that sub button, guys. Hit the notification bell. You know, again, I don't charge a penny for my content. We put everything out there for free. I don't sell a course. I don't sell a service. I don't claim to be an expert. I don't act like a guru. We just put out free information, and you know, just want to be a resource and community of traders. Is higher or lower jobless claims better? I don't know, to be honest. Over the last 6 months, higher jobless claims has been interpreted as better because it means less spending, which is better for inflation problems. That's basically what we got, where higher is better, lower is worse, right? So lower unemployment is worse, higher unemployment is better, higher jobless claims is better. So generally there's a positive correlation over the last 6 months, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything because everything can change. What matters the most is, like, are we right now fearing more so inflation, or are we fearing a recession more? If we're fearing a recession more, theoretically, we want lower jobless claims numbers. If we're fearing inflation more, we want higher jobless claims numbers. That's the nuance of it, in my opinion. And I think we're still in inflation. We're still in an inflation-fearing market. So I think higher jobless claims will be interpreted as better, most likely. But it's definitely not a for sure thing. Definitely not a for sure thing. All right, guys, we got about 30, 40 seconds. Good luck. We got all our sources up here ready, waiting. For 30 seconds. Here, we're going to turn this off. All right, guys, 10 seconds. All right, guys. So here, non-farm productivity came in at 3%. At 3%, waiting for the jobless claims data to show up. Non-farm productivity came in at 3%. Still waiting for jobless claims data. I don't see anything yet for it though, which is interesting. Usually we get a little bit faster than this. So it looks like it's slow everywhere. So U.S. productivity fourth quarter came in at 3% versus 2.4% expected. There's jobless claims, came in at 183,000. So lower than expected, and the market's pumping up. Jobless claims numbers came in lower than expected at 183K, and the market is pumping up on this data. So again, jobless claims numbers came in lower than expected, 183K versus 200,000 expected, and the market's pumping up, or at least initially it has. It doesn't mean much yet. It's still pretty early. But we'll put this number up on screen here, and also put the continuing claims came in at 1.655 million versus 1.67. So continuing claims came in lower than expected as well. I'm honestly surprised the market's moving up on this. But hey, like I said, it definitely wasn't a for sure thing. We said that a bunch of times because, again, it looks like the market's fearing more so a recession right now than they are inflation. And that might mean that economical growth is going to be seen as a positive. That's the nuance of it right now. The Dixie really didn't move at all. But super interesting right now. Again, we had lower than expected jobless claims, and the market has moved up slightly. Not really a big move here, though. But lower than expected jobless claims on both metrics, continuing and initial. So interesting here. What do you guys think? So productivity, non-farm productivity for the fourth quarter came in at 3% as well. So we had growth there also. So very interesting here, man. Well, and again, what you guys got to understand is that it depends on what we're fearing the most right now. And it looks like what we're fearing the most is a recession, because with recession fearing markets, lower jobless claims is better. We want economical growth, right? And right now we had lower jobless claims numbers. We had more economical growth. More people are working, basically. Now you can interpret that to be positive or negative, but that's essentially what we got right now is economical growth, more people working. We're starting to reverse here. So maybe it was just the initial reaction was positive and things are starting to correct. I see the Dixie pop up. So the dollar index just popped up. The SPY just reversed back. So maybe we're still fearing inflation. I don't know, but it's pretty neutral response relative to what we normally show here. Normally we get a much more profound reaction to this, and a little bit slower today. All right, so the Bank of England Deputy Governor Broadbent says we have turned a corner on inflation. Yeah, Apple earnings are going to be big. Apple carries the market for sure. Apple is the largest percentage stock in the S&P 500. Very neutral reaction to jobless claims, though, which is, again, very surprising here. But hey, y'all stick around. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's keep the growth up. All right, guys. So again, market is consolidating, man. We're pretty neutral here. Not really getting much of a reaction for the jobless claims data. Apple is after the bell. We're going to stream it all live. So hit that sub button if you haven't yet. We're gonna stream the full Apple earnings live here. So we're going to stream Apple earnings. We're going to stream the full earnings call, Google reaction, Google earnings, all that stuff live right here. So And again, y'all subscribe if you haven't yet. We are pushing towards 99K. We will break 99K today. I'm hoping we'll break 100K. All right, so that is the big release for now. We don't really have anything else big. We got durable good orders. But nothing else really big today until we got Amazon, Google, Apple earnings today, which are going to be huge. Absolutely huge. Also, guys, if you haven't already, check out Top Step, man. Top Step is a great way to trade these big reactions here. If you look at the E-mini on the right, and then you look at the market, if I zoom this down just like this, you'll notice this right side is the same as this left side here. If you squeeze that up, you'll see 2 green candles, 1 red, 2 green candles, 1 red. It's the same price action on the right as the SPY, but you can day trade this right side in futures without restriction, with no PDT restrictions. There's no PDT rule in futures. You can day trade them, short them as much as you want. Now, to do so comfortably, you need about 5 to 10K, but Top Step is a funded account program. They are a sponsor of mine. I am definitely biased in their favor, but it's a beautiful way to test yourself. I genuinely wish I had something like this when I first got started trading, because it would have saved me money. You know, a lot of traders lose in the beginning day trading. I lost thousands as a new trader. This is one of the ways you can test yourself to see if you're ready to really trade without risking a bunch. So what they do is they give you a demo, and they give you profit target and max losses. If you can hit their target without hitting their max loss and following the rest of their rules, they legitimately fund you between 50 to 150K with a 90% split once you're funded. So if you're funded and you make 20K, you keep 18K. Regulated in the US, they pay out millions of dollars, fund thousands of traders a year in actual withdrawals. They pay out millions of dollars in actual withdrawals. They fund thousands of traders a year. And again, regardless of whether you get funded, I think a lot of people are not going to be able to get funded. And my TOS account's funded already, so I don't have really any sense of urgency for me, but a lot of people are not going to have as much money as I have, and it's a beautiful way to test your skill. You can see if you're ready to scale up. If you lose, the base package is less than $140 a month if you use my link. You get 20% off. So it's just an easy way to test yourself, to where instead of putting up thousands and risking thousands as a new trader, having pressure on you to day trade, you can instead take one of these funded account programs. If you lose, it's not the end of the world, but if you're good enough, you can get funded with a 90% split. And so regardless of it, it builds you into a better trader, helps you trade better. If you want to check it out, here is the link. Great way to help support your boy in this channel. There's the link right there. Yeah, the symbol is the E-mini. Apple earnings are at 4 p.m. Nuno. Maybe the market's still up because of Meta. Yeah, I mean, the market is up because of Meta for sure over the last day. Over the last 12 hours at least. But Meta's moving up. I don't know, what the nuance of this is here, but yeah, it's moving up. Yeah, well, StockTwits is just full of nonsense, to be honest. Smokey. Hey, thank you, Evan. I appreciate you, man. What is this song? This song is called Take This Chance by Henyao. Henyao. Take This Chance. John, I sold too early? I'm sorry to hear that, Aaron. Imagine if Apple misses. Yeah, we're going to have red day. I heard about it, Eddie. I didn't see it, though. All right, AMC moving back up. Listen, and I'm in AMC right now, so I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm still down in AMC, but we're getting better on it. We're still in Snapchat, and again, Snapchat's been pumping up to 1080, so we're up almost 10% in Snapchat in the last day. So yeah, not too bad here. Bed Bath & Beyond has been pumping up too. GNS went crazy, and it's still kind of creeping up some as well. There's GNS. So EI, it looks like you're a little bit behind the stream, brother. So you want to make sure, guys, at home, you want to make sure you do this right here, guys. All right, so you want to make sure you click this live button right here next to the play button. It'll make sure you're actually caught up on the stream, because a lot of y'all are probably delayed a little bit. So again, hit if the live button is red like it is right there, then you're caught up. If it's gray, you're behind the stream. Hey, good luck, Fu. Be careful. Straddles, you can get in trouble because you remember you can't buy or sell options in after hours. All right, so like you can't buy or sell options in after hours after a certain point, I think. And so you can buy a straddle, but just understand, you know, you're gonna be stuck if you don't sell like right at the close. You're gonna be stuck until tomorrow. You know, and a straddle, if you get good enough, Greeks for it, you'll still be okay. But just be careful, man. Yeah, I sold it twirl. I sold it at like 10, I believe, something like that. And then it was up like 100%, and so I was happy with it. But it looks like I could have held it much longer, and that's all right, man. Like I said, I stopped getting bummed out when I missed plays a long time ago. You know, like it's all good. It happens. Like you're gonna miss plays. You can't let it affect your mental capital too much. You know, and I've known some people that get really upset every time they miss something, every time they miss a big move. But for me, I'm just kind of like, that's not the end of the world. Do you guys want me to stream the ECB conference? I can. When's the press conference? I don't know. The press conference is in 3 minutes. I don't know, guys. Again, I'm probably just going to hang out for the day. The market opens in 45 minutes. I could stream a little bit of it if you guys want me to. Let me find it. All right, so I found the link. The press conference starts pretty soon, but I just don't think I'm going to stream it, man. It's not going to be worth it for me. Yeah, Amazon, Apple, Google earnings today. Yeah, for sure. All right, we're gonna go ahead and end this poll number. We got about 1,000 votes. We're gonna pivot to does the market close green this week with All right, so does the market close green this week with Amazon, Apple, Google earnings and unemployment data tomorrow? Oh, I think I went over. All right, so yeah, vote on this poll. This is the new poll. Yes or no, vote on the poll. Does the market end green? Let me know. The opening bell is in about 45 minutes, 45 minutes. Bitcoin dumping a bit. We switch it around. The thumbnail we use, we switch it around, man. Here, I'll switch it to the long side. Just for you. I'll switch my thumbnails to the long side. They're all just generic thumbnails we use for every stream. All right, guys. So I could do both. Let's do sideways. Nah, that doesn't work. All right, just for you, bro. I got you. What do I normally do here for my thumbnail? Okay, I use a red one. I guess we could do red. Just for you, bro. I got this new thumbnail just for you, bro. I have no idea, Fu. I'm not really much of a straddle trader. Are you a full-time trader? No. No. Yeah, BoE, man. I tried to, like I said, man, just to put this into perspective, kind of the nuance of the last couple of days. Prior to this Fed meeting, I got into a lot of, not arguments, I would say, but a lot of debates with bears that told me that the market was going to crash from the Fed rate hike decision. A lot of them said the market was going to crash, right? They told me that I didn't know what I was talking about and that the market would crash. BoE was telling everybody to sell. And at this point, BoE has sold his entire position. Or no, at this point in time, BoE has canceled his entire Twitter account. So Joe Burrow's the man. Michael BoE has effectively closed down his Twitter account heading into today because he told everybody to sell basically the Fed meeting. And then the Fed meeting was overwhelmingly positive and the market flew up. And the market just broke highs of the day again. And so again, I don't know maybe the market tanks for Amazon, Apple earnings today. Maybe that happens. But again, the point is nobody knows. Like you can idolize and put these guys on a pedestal like these big influencers and gurus. I see a lot of big YouTubers saying, "Oh, the market's going to go to zero," and then when it doesn't happen, they cry manipulation. Right? It happens every time. One of the biggest things: no stock is more manipulated than a stock where people lost money on. You know what I mean? Like everybody cries manipulation every single time, and it gets old, man. I see it happen all the time. And penny stock loses money, loses you money. Manipulation. The Fed rate hike decision rips the market up when a lot of influencers said it would crash. Manipulation. The Fed raises rates 25 basis points as expected. Manipulation. Like at a certain point, it's like, no, y'all are just wrong. Like put your pride aside, be introspective. A lot of y'all were just wrong. And again, maybe Apple, Google, Amazon, maybe their earnings changed the story a little bit, but again, I get tired of hearing people say manipulation whenever they're just wrong. They're just wrong. Right, 100%. Yeah, Andrew, I'm still bummed out about Burrow, man. Burrow's good. I want my boy Jalen Hurts to win here, though. I know Clyde. I'm a big LSU fan. I'm from Louisiana, right? So I'm a big LSU fan. So I know Clyde is the one, the Chiefs, but he's been injured anyway, and I just want Jalen Hurts to win. Jalen Hurts just seems like a good dude. All right, market is popping up ahead of this here. So jobless claims numbers came in low, and the market loved it. Market's moving up well. Apple broke highs. SPY broke highs. We got the dollar index here. It's moving some too. Yeah, and the reason I say this so much is because so many new traders idolize these guys, man. They idolize BoE. They idolize these big influencers that are telling them the market's going to go to zero, right? And instead of like looking at it objectively, like, okay, well, like the influencer or BoE or whomever was just wrong, instead of doing that, they blame it on manipulation. It's kind of like the AMC YouTubers, right? This is the best way I can describe it. It's kind of like the AMC tubers who told everybody that AMC was going to hit 100K and that AMC was going to fly up and that, naked shorts, synthetic shares, AMC 100K, to the moon. And then when it didn't, do that because AMC's short float was only 20% and the entire float's like 600 million shares. So it's not really super likely to squeeze. When it didn't, what did they cry, right? They cry up. It would have gone up if it wasn't for manipulation. Same thing. I see it so much. It's a recurring theme in my everyday trading life that I hear from traders who lose money. Oh, well, the GameStop squeeze was certainly manipulated for sure, no, without question. But GameStop's a different story than AMC, right? GameStop had, 120. I say this every day, but GameStop had 120% short float and like 40 million in the float. It's literally like the polar opposite to AMC, But for whatever, and again, what happened? Like, what really happened? And again, if you're one of those AMC people who got stuck following these AMC tubers, right? Just listen to what I'm about to say. It makes sense. Okay. What happened is you got a lot of new people that entered the stock market from GameStop, right? So my mom was messaging me asking me about GameStop, right? And so you got a lot of new people that enter the market and like they see GameStop happen, so it's like they're new traders. They don't really understand. Some of them formed YouTube channels about it, but I digress. But they see GameStop. They're brand new traders. They see GameStop squeeze and they see the craziness that unfolds from that. Right. And so what do they think? They think, oh, well, man, I can make a lot of money on squeezes. These type of squeeze plays happen all the time. We're going to see stocks squeeze from 2 to, 500 plus, regularly. Let's do it. Like these are all going to squeeze. Right. Then you got a bunch of other traders that are like, yeah, the next big squeeze is this. The next big squeeze is this. And squeezes happen. Look at Carvana. Carvana up huge, but it's not up thousands of percent, And so at a certain point, you got a lot of new traders that overestimate the likelihood of squeezes, pile into AMC expecting the same thing that they got with GameStop. But AMC wasn't GameStop. AMC had much less favorable fundamentals with regards to short squeezes than GameStop did, And again, a lot of people just ended up losing their life savings in AMC because a bunch of AMC YouTubers told them to buy it. And they were wildly wrong. And again, they talk smack on anybody that called this out. They said it was manipulation. They blamed it on hedge funds or whomever. They called me a hedge fund spy when I was saying the same thing 2-3 years ago or however long it was ago. They called me big paper hands. A hedge fund spy. All this stuff, right? But in the end, I mean, I don't even have to say it, but y'all know who was right in the end here. And it is what it is. SPY at 415.60 is about to test 415s here, or 414.60 is about to test 415s. Apple still breaking highs, just tapped 148 as we speak. The dollar index, what's very strange right now, which makes me think, guys, so I'm now thinking the market fears a recession more than inflation. This is why. There's a positive correlation with the Dixie and the market in general right now. There's a positive correlation. The dollar is moving up. The SPY and the S&P is moving up. Apple is moving up, all coinciding with the dollar index. So there's a positive correlation. That means that people are worried less about inflation and more so about a recession right now. It also makes sense because jobless claims numbers came in lower than expected and the market reacted positively to that, which over the last 6 months with big inflation fears looming, we've had a negative correlation between the dollar index and the SPY and a negative correlation between jobless claims numbers and market activity. And so right now it's the opposite. There's a positive correlation between the Dixie and the SPY, as well as a positive correlation between jobless claims numbers. So again, it looks like the market's more so fearing a recession, which might mean, and again, it's just a maybe. I'm not 100% sure on this. We're all speculating here. Don't sue me, not an investment professional. But what this might mean is that tomorrow when unemployment comes out, if unemployment is lower than expected, that's going to be positive. If unemployment is higher than expected, that's going to be negative because people, again, are fearing more so a recession than they are inflation at this point in time. Swifty, tell me you lost money on AMC and GameStop without telling me you lost money on AMC and GameStop. I'm gonna go ahead but good day, sir. Like I said, the truth hurts, man. And you got people who lost money that followed these AMC YouTubers. Yeah, there's manipulation, right? Manipulation is a broad word. It's a very broad word. Of course there's manipulation, right? But every time a stock falls, it's not manipulation. That's like saying, saying there's manipulation is like saying there's water in the sea. Okay. Like obviously there's manipulation, right? But it doesn't happen on every freaking stock. Sometimes companies are just bad. Sometimes stock moves are just the result of people losing confidence. Sometimes telling people everything is going to squeeze is not the right information. Yeah, he got good dates, sir. Market's pumping up right now. But yeah, of course there's manipulation. What I'm saying is that AMC didn't go to 1,000, did not go to 1,000 because of manipulation, is what I'm saying. AMC didn't get squeezed up to 1,000 because of manipulation. AMC didn't move up to 1,000 because it's freaking a movie theater stock in the middle of a global pandemic with a 600 share float with only a 20% short float. That is why AMC didn't go to 1,000. It's not manipulation. It's just fundamentals. That's my point behind all of this. Apple's still breaking highs. Dollar index pulling back here. And look, we're getting a pullback in the SPY too. So there's a positive correlation between the Dixie right now. Yeah, for sure. Trade with friends, man. Constantly. It happens with all of them, bro. I've seen it happen with AMC, CEI, SOS, BBIG, Vinco Ventures. I've seen it happen with crypto too. It is what it is. Apple testing highs right now. Let's see if the dollar index continues to move up with the market, which is, again, very strange. Yeah, and again, just to follow up on the ban that I had. So my guy said I was hurting new traders, right? Somebody please explain to me how discouraging from traders, or how discouraging traders from chasing really speculative, sketchy short squeezes and penny stocks is hurting traders. Like, that's silly, man. Like, again, my whole job is to protect traders. Like, y'all need to listen to me here. Don't get stuck. A very wise person famously said, don't go chasing waterfalls. Okay. Listen to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. All right. A very, wise person said that. I can't remember who it was. Might have been Pee Wee Herman, but they very famously said that. The dollar index just broke up here. It's up to 101.40s. 101.40s. Dollar index squeezed up pretty big here. Let's see if the market. This will be really interesting to see what the market does. I know it's TLC, guys. I know who it is. I grew up in the 90s. All right. I had that CD. Okay. At least my sister did, and I listened to it. But yeah, all good, Spy. Hey, we try, man. Bro, every stream you're beefing with somebody? Dude, I'm not really beefing with anybody, man. I'm just telling people the truth, and the truth hurts. And so you get, when you got 600 something people here, you're going to have people that disagree, and, we're going to troll them a little bit. That's what we do here. That's how I pass the time on these streams, might as well, right? If you're not trolling trolls, then like, what are you really doing with your life? Spy up to almost 415s. Let's see if we can break it. The dollar index had a big pop though. Look at the move. Almost up to 101.50. Apple just broke highs again, almost up to 148.50s. We still got 30 minutes until the market opens. I mean, it basically boils down to, like, I do what I want, in the end, running a community like this, you're going to have people that talk smack, right? And it's just much better to just ban them and move on. I don't ban anybody that critiques me. If somebody calls me an insulting name, though, they get banned. The guy called me a clown. He's going to get banned, man. You're not going to get banned because you came with constructive criticism, which I appreciate. But there's a difference between constructive criticism and, calling somebody a clown and insulting names, right? You call me a clown, you're just going to get banned. There's a better way to handle that. And generally, if somebody comes to me reasonably and respectfully, I don't ban them. Like, I don't ban them. But if they come at me disrespectfully, they get banned. To be honest, that's the reality of it. Apple testing that 148.50 level. You did more to listen to that CD. Hey, don't lie. I wish yours. I didn't have the CD, man. I had what did I have in the 90s, bro? I had, like, if I'm being honest, and I'll be honest, even though it makes me look terrible. I had, like, I can remember I had the R. Kelly CD. That music aged really poorly, but everybody had that R. Kelly CD. I had the Nelly Country Grammar CD. I had Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit. Who did I have in the 90s, man? Offspring CD. I had that. There's a lot of them. We had a lot of those CDs. Carvana bounced back over the volume weighted average price. Yeah. Yeah, this was before Ignition. This was like the I Wish R. Kelly CD. I can't remember what it was called. Yeah, The Chronic, Dr. Dre. We had that one too. Yeah, we kicked the people out. Like I said, if y'all are dramatic with me, again, if you can't come to me respectfully and you get all weird about what I'm saying, that's all right. But you're gonna get banned. SPY at 415s. No, I don't really trade metals. Yeah, I had the Snoop one where I can't remember what the name of the CD was, but he was in jail on the CD. I remember that one. Shattering dreams, bro. I'm the dream shatter. Hedge fund SPY dream shatter over here, man. Yeah, you know me. Bro, Vanilla Ice, dude. I'm not that old, bro. Del Trey. Vanilla Ice, bro. I don't even, again, the only song I know by Vanilla Ice is Ice Ice Baby, you know. But I'm not that old, man. Like Vanilla Ice, bro. I was like 3. You know what I mean? That's you're going way back with Vanilla Ice, man. I don't even think they had CDs back then. Yeah, that was it. Life, Wisdom, that was it, man. SPY at 415s. We got the dollar index at 101s. And I understand, like, listen, I know shattering all the apes' dreams on my channel is going to build some enemies, and that's going to make people mad. Again, the truth hurts, man. Again, in hindsight, I was saying this 2 years ago, and I was absolutely right. Absolutely right. Look at AMC. I mean, regardless of what it's doing today, AMC is up at $6 a share. So, I mean, yeah, that's the only real argument. And to be fair, I'm holding AMC. I hope AMC goes up. I just don't think it's a parabolic squeeze play that's going to go to 1,000. I just don't think it's that. And I think you got to look at it objectively. Good enough. What was your question? All right, guys. So we got about 30 minutes here. I'm going to pull up futures. Get ready to trade futures. SPY just broke highs again here. Look at the micro E mini right now, man. Pump it up. Yeah, it's all good, man. Honestly, mobile data's gotten pretty good. The last time I streamed, Apple broke highs, SPY tapped over 415. The dollar index has started to move up with it here. So, again, there's a positive correlation today with the Dixie and the SPY, which is very strange, considering how it's been for the last, like, while. Very strange. Deutsche Bank CEO sees stable fiscal year 23 investment banking revenue, but trading revenue may decline. Deals and underwriting are to rise, potentially. Lincoln Park? Yeah, for sure. Hey, thank you, Rob. All right, SPY just broke 415s. Let's see if we can find a trend here. We got a pretty obvious one. I'll tell you that. We got a pretty obvious trend right now. Look at this trend right now we got. And really, we're edging towards the top of the trend. Papa Roach? Yeah, I had the Papa Roach CD. You know, cut my life into pieces. I loved that song as a kid. Had no idea what it meant. You know. Yeah, look at the trend right now, man. Big movements. Yeah, we're just gonna look to attack the trend. The dollar index pulled back some, but the Apple has been really strong today. Meta dropped earnings today. They're gonna be pumping up too, but yeah, Meta almost back up to 200 here. And Meta, to be fair, had one of the lower PE ratios prior to their earnings report yesterday. Prior to their earnings report, Meta had like a 14 PE, which is very low. Yeah, I got headaches, bro. Yeah, I got lots of headaches, man. You know. Bozo the clown, the goat. All right, so again, you can kind of see the market moving down here. We got about 20 minutes before the market opens. Wait, was that on the music I just listened to, or was that like an actual knock on my door? Here, hold on. Somebody knocking on my door, bro. You knock on the door? Oh man, I thought somebody was knocking. Oh, all right, guys. So, false alarm. All right, Apple pull it back a little bit now. So, yeah, I've tried CBD. MC Hammer was before my time as well. All right, so we're at the bottom of this trend. All right, so we're right at the bottom of this trend. Let's see if it holds. We should get a bounce here. Maybe we'll take a little trade from it. All right, bought one contract here. We're just going to start it off small on the day. Yesterday we made a bunch. So yesterday you can see we made about 550. So we started off slow. Two contracts now. Young Jeezy? Yeah, I had Young Jeezy CD. I had The Recession, I think is what it was called. I had Thug Motivation 101 too. Everybody in the South had that CD when it came out. All right, Meta falling down fast is at 184.20s. All right, so we're a little bit green here. We have two contracts. Yeah, it sounds like a crazy job spawn. I never got into them though. I was never into them. No, I never heard of them. Like so. Like I said, I grew up in South Louisiana. You know, so my music that I listened to growing up is all related to where I grew up. Mostly, you know, uh, I listen to a little bit of everything though. I listen to rap, I listen to rock, I listen to some country. You know, uh, what they call alternative. I don't even know if they have anything like that now. Listen to R. Kelly, R&B. You know. All right, so we'll break even on the trade here. Market opens up in 15 minutes. We'll see if we pop up though. Try to be patient with it. All right, Meta's still popping back up though, so Meta's starting to bounce back here. Meta had a pullback, now it's bouncing back up. Apple bounced back up too. Kind of break even here, nothing really major, so we got to wait. I like the trend here, but with again, I think we're probably a little extended on the upside. To be fair, on this trade, so we're not going to hold it forever. And we did just break out of this trend here, so I'm going to cut this, and it might bounce right back, and that's all right. But yeah, we're going to cut it. We just lost $15, which is not really bad. You know, we'll wait for the market open now. Yeah, Wu-Tang. I'm going to listen to a lot of them too. Yeah, well, Louisiana's a music state anyway, you know. All right, guys, we got 14 minutes. Nah, James, I don't have you, man. You know. All right, guys. Yeah, y'all hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. I appreciate the love and support here, team. So I gotta stretch. AC/DC, George Michael. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace to George Michael. Market's starting to bounce back up. SPY started to bounce back up a little bit as well. Meta's still falling down though. Apple pulling back a little bit as well. Apple earnings are this evening at 4. All right, so ECB President Lagarde reiterates that the central bank should not be doubted on rate hikes staying at terminal and on getting inflation to target. All right, market rebounded all the way back up here, so we are still in the upward trend, but it looks like it's a little bit broader and just kind of faked me out here on the drop. We could widen the trend here since we did confirm it a little bit, but to be honest, it looks more like it's the trend's kind of ascending here. So I guess we could look at a trend like that and see what happens. But big pop back up. Got about 12 minutes before the opening bell. Right, for sure. No, listen, I liked R. Kelly when I was young, bro. Listen, when I was a kid, I would sell burnt CDs, you know, to my friends for like $3 a pop or whatever it was, right? And one of the most requested songs was R. Kelly. I had the R. Kelly CD though when it came out. But yeah, I watched the documentary on him, and just a weird dude, unfortunately. You know, your take on Mara and Riot. I don't dislike Mara or Riot stocks, but I think that like if you're gonna take the risk of investing in them, like why not just buy Bitcoin? You know, like there's a lot more risks that come with buying stocks like that because like Bitcoin might succeed, but the overall company might fail. But at the same time, I think they follow Bitcoin and crypto, and so it's just like if you're gonna take the risk of investing in stocks, like I guess the returns could be arguably larger percentage wise by investing in stocks relative to cryptocurrency. But I just think if you're going to put money in, you might as well just buy Bitcoin itself instead of actually buying a Bitcoin backed or a Bitcoin mining stock, you know. But that's just me personally. I mean, it's a preference for myself. Ray Stevens? No, never heard of him. Oh yeah, Shaggy. It wasn't me. Nobody knew what he was saying except for the chorus. Would you just say a trend from pre-market could be used at market open? Sometimes they'll just break right through the trend though. You could also, like, this is a 1 minute chart. You probably want to use like a 5 minute chart if you're in here to look at the trend. You can see the trend's a little bit clearer on a 5 minute relative to a 1 minute, you know. And so, but since it's the opening bell, we're gonna put a 1 minute chart up. Never heard of that, Chris. Y'all good, Derek? Bitcoin pumping. Yeah, Meta falling down some, down to 183s. Bitcoin over 24K. Wow. Yeah, pre-market. Again, I'm gonna try to be pretty flat here. Again, the goal of today is to build up a cushion like we did yesterday, and then swing with the regular E-mini. I gotta figure out stops. All right, so we are moving up in that range here. We'll see if we get to the top. This will be the real test to see if this trend is the right one. Yeah, I'm not on practice. I did that yesterday. Yeah, Bitcoin over 24K. Apple pump it up. SPY still move it up too. Run DMC, cool, Modi, LL, Cool J, Public Enemy. Hey, nice, man. Yeah, it's a little bit before my time. I have no idea what Meta's going to do with the opening bell, man. I really don't know. Apple move it up, holding at 148. Again, we got about 7 minutes. Part of me wants to buy this dip. So I'll take one trade based off of this pullback here and see if we get a little bounce. But again, the overall goal is to build up a little bit of a cushion ahead of the open. Yeah, I've never seen one, Chris, to be honest. Bitcoin up to almost 24.1K. I got a neutral in 2 contracts here. Again, buying towards the bottom of this trend range. Let's see if we get a little move back up here. Apple's still testing that 148.50 spot. Bitcoin got up to 24.9K. There we go, starting to look a little bit better. Bitcoin just broke over 24.1K. This position is now green too. Flat, really pretty close to neutral here on this trade. See if the market can move up a little bit more. Apple just turned back here, which is not really what we want, but a small trade that doesn't mean too much here. We are going to cut it ahead of the opening bell. I'm not going to hold this through 9:30. Bitcoin just went up to 24.1 and then pulled all the way back. Yeah, I see Bitcoin start to drop. I'm going to get flat here. Maybe we bounce at the bottom of the range, but we're down less than 30 bucks on the day, so we're just going to let the open range play out a little bit. Maybe I should have held, but again, I just think the risk is too much. Bitcoin back up to 24.1, right around it. All right, guys, we got less than 3 minutes. Less than 3 minutes. Apple with a big dip to 148s. Yeah, Meta dropped. All right, so Apple just broke highs after that pullback. Should drag the market up some. Right around the bottom of that trend range, but the opening bell is going to happen at about a minute and 20 seconds. Apple's still testing highs here. SPY looks like it wants to break ahead of the open. We got less than a minute now. About 40 seconds. All right, here's the opening bell. Apple just pumped up to 149s here, guys. 149s on Apple. Wow, big move. About 15 seconds here, team. 15 seconds. Here's the opening bell, guys. Good luck. Apple pumped up to 149. There's the open here. Market dipping down a little bit ahead of it. Watching the SPY pretty closely here, but just a big range in these today, man. Open up really extended over the volume weighted average price too. Apple still pumping up. Bitcoin got 24, got up to 24. Where is my screen? All right, there's the market moving up a little bit. There we go. Now falling back down to the bottom of the range here, but Apple's still moving up to almost 150. Bitcoin up to 24.1K. Big green pop. All right, big pullback ahead of the open, or after the opening bell. Apple pulling back. We do have Apple, Amazon, Google earnings today, so that might be very relevant too. Apple with a big pullback to 149. Big dip on Apple more. It looks like it's coming back down to at least the volume weighted average price spot. Apple just retraced all the way under 149 here too. So Apple break it down, market flushing. All right, market consolidating too. Trying to come back up a little bit. We'll see if it pulls a red to green move or what happens here after that big dip. Big rebound here. Red to green move in play maybe. Apple pulling all the way up. Looks like it's going to break highs again. It just bounced right at the volume weighted average price. Apple broke highs, got up to 149.40s right at the opening bell, and then basically retraced all the way back down here. So, oh man, maybe gotta look for a red to green move or something like that. I'm gonna get rid of this trend line. I don't think it's really helping much. Watching Apple right now, watching Amazon, Google. Amazon pulling back a little bit too. Very choppy opening range for Apple too. Very neutral opening range for Apple. We're just waiting. Amazon's still falling down, so that might drag the market down. But again, choppy open right now. Apple looking weak now. Or no, not Apple. Market pulling back to the lows and then retracing here. I'm gonna buy two contracts here. I see Apple starting to push up, and I see a retracement in Amazon. So, whoa. Very weird choppy action this morning. I'm gonna look for maybe a red to green move in the market, but again, slightly green. Small little trade here. Just don't trust it. Retracement candles. I'm gonna add a little bit more. It's a big retracement that it looks like it's in effect, so it's a very small trade. We got 3 contracts. And maybe it's not the right move. There we go. Yeah, we could have taken profit there. I want to give it time to make a little bit bigger of a run. I'll take some shares off if we can. Very neutral sideways range, though, so we're not going to hold on to this forever if it keeps chopping back and forth, sideways, up and down. I'm going to cut that. I just didn't like the fact that I went all the way up there and then got rejected here, so lost like 20 bucks. But we got a little opening range that we can watch and maybe attack when it breaks out. Is Carvana suspended? Really? Now we're at the bottom range here. Maybe we got choppiness ahead of the, ahead of the day today because of the earnings reports this morning. That's certainly possible, but we are pretty neutral in the day now. I just got a large breakdown here. Apple started to bounce up a little bit. All right, market's bouncing back up. We could short this, I guess, with 3 contracts. See if we get a quick little flush back down is what we want. There we go. Slightly green here. Need a little bit more, though. We want to see a follow through back all the way down. There we go. Took a little bit off. 2 contracts left. Gonna let that work. Try to really follow through down. Look for the rejection flush here is what we want the rejection to come in. Close to it. Let's see if this rejects like we want it to. Nice. We'll go ahead and take some more off here. Let the rest ride down. All right, so there's the rejection. We'll go ahead and take the rest off there. There we go. All right, so we're looking for a larger flush down here if we can get it. All right, just cut some more. We are now up about 123 on the day. All right, so we're pumping up to this level here. I'm going to go ahead and take 2 contracts as we're headed towards the top, but it's just going to be 2. We'll see if this, it's not going to work forever. If we start tailing over the volume weighted average price, we need to cut this trade because a big reversal could be imminent if that happens. And it looks like we're getting close to that. We've been kind of trading the regular E-mini as well. So let's see if we get the rejection here. Close to it. There we go. That's what we wanted. All right, so now that we broke under that big support or resistance level here, we got 2 contracts. Again, a reversal could be imminent. We're going to get out there. Still up about 100 on the day. All right, so yeah, there's a volume weighted average price break on the upside here. Apple's still very neutral, very sideways. Yeah, I mean, Yowzer, I don't know if that's the right thing to tell people, like, with certainty anything, man. And maybe you're right. Maybe the market goes down, but I think, like, over time, telling people, "Hey, do this now," is not something that I really, want here. And you might be right about this specific instance, but it's still not worth, like, it's still not worth telling people. All right, market's pushing up. All right, Apple's starting to push towards the highs of the day here. Apple high of the day is at 149.47. Amazon bouncing back some too. Is Carvana still halted? Oh man, Carvana got up to almost 20. Yeah, and I might start shorting this some here. I'm going to take a little short position just because we might break down. But I also have to understand that Apple is edging closer to highs of the day. We'll see. 2 contracts are small. I just took half off. 1 contract will let work a little bit longer. Here we go. All right, so there we go. We let the short really work for us, up about 22, 23. See if it works out more for us. Now we'll go ahead and cut that too. So yeah, you can kind of see, guys, we are up roughly, let's see what we're up today. We are up about $130, $128.75 is what we're up today. Mostly short. Mostly just attacking the range today. We've been pretty sideways. I do like another short position into this bounce here that we're going to take with maybe 2 contracts, but we'll wait to add a little bit more to it if we can. There's 2 contracts. There we go, starting to get a flush. There we go. Took a little bit off there again. 1 contract left. There we go. Nice. We'll go ahead and take the rest off there. So up about 140 on the day, 145 on the day now. So here's the P&L. All right, so there's a low break. We'll see if we short it into a little pop. Apple's starting to test the bottom of the range. Bristol Myers expects sales from new drug portfolio to roughly double versus last year. Market's testing lows again. I mean, we mostly made money on the short side. Nice little day so far. And again, if you guys heard me this morning, I thought that we probably extended on the downside, or extended on the upside, and that we might pull back this morning is what I thought we might do. But I think Amazon and Apple are going to influence it more than anything. So I think today might be slight down just based off of extension into the day. And again, the reason I discouraged Yowzer is because I don't think telling anybody anything with full uncertainty is good for traders. You know, I don't think telling people to buy something or, you know, sell something or, you know, do this or do that, regardless of whether it's right or wrong, is good for traders. You know, we've had a lot of people that have wanted to work with the channel that have behaved that way, where they encourage people to do specific things. And, you know, over time, the way I'd like to run the channel is just not have any pressure on traders. Like, let traders do what they want to do. All right, so we're bouncing back up. All right, so there's a big rebound here. We have a nice little trend that we can now start looking at here. So now that we've got some confirmation, we do have this trend that we can see. Not this. Let's delete that. We have this trend right now. And again, we might just come flat out break out of that trend right here. But you can kind of see this trend. So we'll see if we reject at the top here. If we reject at the top, the trend is confirmed. If we break out, Apple's starting to test highs. So, you know, we might not follow this trend at all. Just a little. Yeah, we don't. We closed it down. The person I was working on it with, Penny, just was kind of, you know, too into too many other things, you know. All right, so yeah, this trend basically completely broke out. All right, so now we're rejecting here. I don't know if we have a trend. I mean, I could try to make one, but you know, maybe an expanding trend like this, but I just don't think it's worth it. I'm gonna look at this as more of a reversal strategy, a reversal trend where we've got some downward pressure. And then we maybe get a move up like that. So high def, you can try futures, man. What I'm trading on right now is a funded account program for futures, where they give you a demo. If you can hit the target on their demo while following their rules and conditions, and they fund you between 50 to 150K, right? The futures market, this is the E-mini. So there's no PDT in the futures market. You can day trade and short essentially the S&P 500 without restriction. There's no PDT rule in futures. You can day trade and short it. And Top Step is the funded account program I am using. They are also a sponsor of mine, and I'm very biased in their favor because they pay me money. But again, it's the easiest way to get around the PDT rule and actually day trade with less than 25K.
Again, they give you a demo. Base one's 50K demo. If you can hit 3K in profit on that 50K demo while following their rules and conditions, then they fund you 50 grand with a 90% split. They pay out millions of dollars in actual withdrawals every year. They fund thousands of traders a year. They are a sponsor of mine. If you want to check them out, here is the link. But yeah, it's the easiest way to get around the PDT rule. And regardless of whether you get funded, it builds you into a better trader, in my opinion. It shows you how to trade, it builds you into a better trader. And it's a lot cheaper to lose this. It's a lot cheaper to lose this account and test your skill than it is to put up 5, 10, 15K in futures and lose that. Apple's just chop right now, guys. There's not really any trend there. Yeah, I mean, I draw lines like that too, B. Sometimes you have to draw lines to see if there is a trend, and a lot of the time there's not going to be, and so it doesn't, it doesn't make you dumb. It just means that you're looking for trends, which is fine. It's a normal part of trading and technical analysis, I think. Again, pretty good day so far. We're up about $145 today. If you look at today and yesterday here, we've had a nice little string of days where we are up. I don't think this is including today. Let me make sure. There we go. It just refreshed. So yeah, you can kind of see the last string of days where we are up about $600 on the day. Or in the last few days here, so not too bad. Mostly a choppy market though. Like I don't think I need to look for a trend more so. I think we just need to look for a range now. And here's the sideways range. Big dump under VWAP here, but very, very, very choppy range. I'm just glad I'm green today. Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah, I mean BBBY is breaking down. I took a little bit of profit on it at the open. I'm still green in it though. My average on BBBY is 263. So I mean, we're still very green on that one. But yeah, it's breaking down a little bit. All right, testing the bottom of the range again here. And again, y'all hit that subscribe button, guys. We are almost to 99K. Like I said, without question, we're going to hit 99,000 subscribers today, like without question. If you want to help support the channel here and help us hit 100K, which we're so close, man. We are so close to hitting 100,000. Do it now. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. We super appreciate it. But yeah, this is a very, very neutral, choppy trend, guys. Very choppy day though right now. Nothing really moving in terms of large caps. The S&P 500 is basically sideways at this point in time. It would be interesting to see if they try to short it below the lows and we end up in another squeeze up today from it covering and happening. You mean Bed Bath? Maybe. Carvana's been squeezing up big. All right, so we just broke over the volume weighted average price level. I don't think we have any big data coming out after this today. We got durable good orders, factory orders coming out in 6 minutes. Maybe that'll influence things. We'll wait. But yeah, we got about 5 minutes, 6 minutes until that comes out. All right, back under VWAP here. Very neutral trend. Just kind of sitting back. We're green on the day, but it's very neutral. All right, SPY at 413.60s, 413.60s. We got an Apple at 148.60s here. Bed Bath & Beyond still breaking down. So we're still at the bottom of the range, but we're very neutral right now. Remember, we got non-farm payroll data coming out tomorrow. Hey, what's up, Don? All right, congrats, man. Yeah, that's dope, dude. Congrats. Snap? Is Snap moving? Hey, look at Snap, bro. Listen, when you're right, you're freaking right. I didn't even notice Snap today. But man, when you're right, bro. Listen, people can say whatever they want. They can say I'm antagonistic. They can say I talk smack. They can say I'm wrong and then I'm a clown. They can say whatever they want. But like anybody that watches this stream regularly, regardless of how I do day trading, knows that my swing trades are on point, man. My swing trades are very profitable. You know, at least they have been. And I'm hoping it continues. To be honest, I'm going to start scaling up even more size with these swings because, again, I'm gaining more and more confidence as this goes on. To be honest here, I'm just gaining a lot more confidence because, again, I've just been very, very accurate with them. My swing trade specifically, I've been running, I would say, at least 80% accuracy with my swings over the last 3, 4, 5 months. So I've developed a strategy over the last year, and it has worked incredibly well. And Snap right now, again, we bought Snapchat. To put it into perspective, we are now up about 13% on Snap. Snap is up about 13% since we bought it about 45 hours ago. About 48 hours ago, I mean. A little bit less. Actually, it's about 40 hours. But regardless, Snapchat is up like 13, 14% right now relative to where we bought it. So you'd love to see it, man. Yeah, you definitely will get banned. You call me a clown. Yeah. Hey, thank you guys. What is your target on Snap? To be honest, man, at this point in time, I'm already up 13% in a couple days. I will probably take most of it off right now and then leave just a very, very, very small percentage of it. Is what I'll probably do right now. But again, I don't know. But you love to see it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and take some more off here. All right, so we just took, you know, a chunk of it off. We got a very small piece left. Yeah, my eyes are feeling better today, man. I think I'm just getting off of the prednisone eye drops. I think I was on the prednisone eye drops for I was on them for like a week straight, and so I think my eyes are just getting used to not having the prednisone eye drops. I stopped taking them yesterday, or the day before yesterday. I stopped taking them, so I think yesterday was just kind of a rebound day. Yeah, we're reporting the numbers here. None of these numbers are super big. The biggest one is going to be factory orders. Expectations are for 2.3% for factory orders. Last time they came in at minus 1.8%. Factory orders measures a change in the total value of new purchase orders placed with manufacturers. So we're going to see what factory orders show up as. They should be dropping in about 5 seconds. Snap pulling back big now too, right after I sold. Hey, nice, man. Looks like that was the right move to sell too. All right, 1.8%, lesser factory orders than anticipated. 1.8% versus 2.3% expected for month-over-month factory orders for December. 1.8% versus 2.3% expectations, so a little bit lower than expected. And again, another confirmation that we're now in a recession-fearing market more so than inflation. All right. So again, market bouncing up a little bit here. Factory orders came in a little bit worse than expected. We dropped. Market's starting to rebound though. Apple's starting to come back up too. Hey, thank you, High Def. I don't know anything about Eric. Market's starting to bounce back. Nah, James. Snapchat's got a float. Way too big for me to influence, brother. Snapchat's got 1.23 billion shares in the float, bro. I'll put it this way. Everybody in here could sell their Snap shares at one time and it probably still wouldn't move the market much, bro. Snapchat's got billions in the float, man. I'm not moving Snap. I wish I could. I wish I had that much influence, but I don't. Float's too large. Okay, gotcha. What's up, Stefan? Jobless claims were lower than expected. Factory orders were lower than expected. That's basically what we got. All right, very choppy market right now, though. We're up. Nice on the day. We'll take it. All right, market's testing the VWAP here. Very, very sideways though, team. Just understand, market's chop right now. All right, market's still bouncing back, but a very choppy neutral market. Remember, tomorrow we have unemployment. Today we've got Apple, Amazon, Google earnings that we will be streaming later. Yeah, BoE completely deleted his Twitter after telling everybody to sell. Market rejected that VWAP here. Very neutral trend. We do have a trend. I wouldn't say we're purely sideways. We do have a trend. There we go. I mean, that's the trend we got right now. Slightly negative, but it's been a pretty accurate trend, to be honest. Yeah, BoE. Somebody help a starving. Big Short player. You know, bring Sarah McLachlan out in the arms of the Angels. All right, market starting to test lows. Pivoting back down to the bottom of that trend. Yeah, I think when you're as famous as BoE is for your short predictions, like you're gonna be bearish. But the problem with that is that it's too one dimensional for trading. I think you got to be willing to look at both sides. All right, testing the top of that range here. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and close this down, guys. We'll be back later on for our earnings stream, like we always do. So we'll be back later for our earnings streams. Again, Google, Apple, Amazon earnings today. We will be streaming those live. If you haven't already, check out Chart Prime. Check out Top Step #1, but check out Chart Prime as well. Chart Prime is a trading view indicator service that can be super accurate, man, especially in these trends. So if you look at like what I've been trading today, I've mostly been trading the SPY. Even if you look at yesterday's trends here, so like look at yesterday's price action. Chart Prime, like if you look for just candlestick patterns on TradingView, and it's a TradingView indicator service where they give you a demo, or no, I'm sorry, that's Top Step. It's a TradingView indicator service where they give you alerts. They automatically document support or resistance. One of the ways you can use them though is just looking at their engulfing candles, their hammer candles. But like, look at this. So reversal down, nice little drop. Reversal up, we get a nice little bounce right up to that range resistance level right here. Possible reversal up, we get a nice little bounce. They also show you these really useful range support levels down here that you can see can just be surprisingly accurate here. Surprisingly accurate. Again, I can't guarantee you're going to make money in any way, but like, look at this here. So like, here's yesterday. Right. What I like to do is I like to find multiple showing together at once. Here's 3 different indicators showing together at once, and we get a nice little drop over like, you know, really a few hours there. Reversal up signal here, you get a nice little bounce back up. Reversal down signal here, you get a nice little drop down. And again, I can't guarantee you're going to make money. I'm definitely biased in their favor. You know, they are a sponsor of mine. Snapchat just broke highs again. Again, Snapchat just broke highs. I'm not saying I'm the greatest of all time ever in the world, but I'm definitely top 3. Hit the subscribe button, guys. Y'all check out Chart Prime. I'm definitely biased in their favor. They are a sponsor of mine, but if you want to check them out, help support the channel. And again, very cheap, less than $60 a month. You can get 20% off if you use my link. Good luck. Love you all. Y'all be safe. I will be back later on today. Y'all be ready. I will be back later. Hit the sub button, hit the notification bell for the greatest trader of all time, and I'll see you guys later.